All right, yo, testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me loud and clear? What's going on, guys? How you all doing? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. We got another game today. It's not a Phillies game though. Of course, we got Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Dolphins. Of course, we're doing the Phillies game tomorrow, and we'll talk about them at another date and time. But I first want to say hi to everybody that is on here. What is up, Ellen? What's up, Daniel? Mike, what's going on, my guy? Canadian Shield is here. What's going on, my guy? Cam's here. What's up, Cam? How you doing? Larry says, go Vikings. What's up, Larry? What's going on? Yeah, so we did not do the Eagles game last week, and there was a lot to talk about. I mean, this team picks up Julio Jones as another wide receiving option, and that can help them for sure, but there's a lot of concerns about this team. First of all, the secondary. Reed Blankenship is out, and now Sidney Brown is healthy, but, they really don't have a lot of options in that secondary, and that could be a really big problem today, especially when you have two really great wide receivers with Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill for the Miami Dolphins, and it's going to be really tough for Darius Slay and some of these other guys to just try to get into their faces and stop them. Justin Evans as well, and so I don't know. It's going to be a really interesting matchup. There's a lot to look forward to in regards to Jalen Hurts. Hopefully he'll have himself a great game at the quarterback position. He needs to try to really establish the run early on. That's what the offensive coordinating has to do. And, Jalen needs to be on his game, too. The passes have to be on the money. He needs to throw the deep balls accurately, those cherry bomb passes, as I like to call it, and also in the short game, too. Want to see some guys run some slant routes, and I'd like to see Julio Jones try to get involved. That'd be really, really cool. A.J. Brown's been playing really well. There was a whole update on Dallas Goedert and whether or not he was going to play this week, so he seems to be all right from what I see. And, so I think that in regards to the defense, the front seven has to do their job. They've been doing really, really well. But if they can try to stop the run, with Raheem Mostert and some of those other guys that are just that Miami has in the running game, that's going to be a really big thing as well. Jeff Wilson and some of these other guys as well. So I hope you're all having yourselves a great night. It's going to be a long night. The Eagles taking on the Miami Dolphins. Both teams are 5-1. Of course, the Dolphins play in the AFC East, and the Eagles play in the NFC East. The other really cool storyline that a lot of people really haven't been talking about is two quarterbacks that went to Alabama facing each other that also were technically on the same team. So, and that's a really big storyline as well. Jalen Hurts going up against Tua Tagovailoa, and Tua's been doing really, really well. Tua's been having an incredible season so far. He's thrown for 1,876 yards, 14 touchdowns. He's only had 5 picks this season. He has a 74.5 QBR, and last time he played it was against the Carolina Panthers. He passed for 262 yards. He had a deep long ball for 47, and was able to complete 68% of his passes. So that's been pretty good. Hey everyone, what's going on? Let me make sure that I'm scrolling down in the chat. We got somebody from Roxborough, PA. What's up, Ellen? How you doing? Thanks for finding this channel. Yes. Don't get complacent, says Ellen. That's a really good word. I like that word. You can't really get complacent. Really, you can't. You just have to be dominant. You can't really settle for threes, especially early on in this game. You got to be in attack mode. Try to establish the ground, get DeAndre Swift involved, and try to go up against Miami's defensive line. Make them on their heels and just do whatever you can to just put pressure on them. You have the home crowd. You're playing at the Link, and I think that that's a recipe for success right there. Don't always have to rely on Jake Elliott with the legs. I mean, he's great. He's definitely an option, and he's definitely there for you, but get into the end zone, and hopefully the red zone offense can be a really good thing, because the red zone offense, talked a lot about it with Brian Johnson. It's been a really big struggle this season for the Eagles. They just have not been able to do really well in the red zone, and when you're going for the threes and you're not able to get the 6, that's a recipe for a disaster. So, yeah, I'm excited about this game. Hopefully you guys are too. Game is on NBC, but we're also doing this on Play-by-Play with JJ because you guys are the best. All right. I was going to say something else. Okay, so we do have the Astros and the Rangers score down below. Just in case you guys want to know what the score is, you can literally just check it out on here. We got to keep our eyes on that game too, because if the Astros win, then the Phillies tomorrow, that game gets pushed back to 8 o'clock, and hopefully the Astros will lose, and Game 7 for that series will be tomorrow. So again, Tua Tagovailoa going up against Jalen Hurts as kickoff is just about ready to get underway. And the Eagles playing at the Link as well. Let's talk a little bit about who's going to be out there for the Eagles offense. So, of course, when it comes to the offense, actually I had it right over here. There it is. Actually, we'll wait until the coin flip. That's what we got to do. We got to wait till the coin flip. All right, come on. Astros are already up by 1, says Mike Green. Oh, boy. Astros just scored. Great. All right, we're keeping our eyes on that game. But, of course, we got a game to call right here in Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to do. I think that the other thing, too, that we really haven't really talked about in regards to just the Eagles is not only has health really been a problem, but the other thing that you also kind of have to keep your mind on as well is that Sean Desai just really hasn't been doing a good job as the defensive coordinator. And I've noticed that over the last 2 games or so, you know, it's sort of like Jonathan Gannon-esque type of defense. You know, he's not blitzing as much, and, you know, guys are just left wide open. And when Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle are out there, that can't happen. Okay, so the Eagles will be receiving the football first. Jason Saunders will be kicking it off for the Miami Dolphins. And, of course, there's Boston Scott, who's going to be the kickoff returner. It's his 6th season that he has played in. So the Eagles will be receiving the ball first as kickoff is just about ready to get underway. So Sanders with the kickoff as it's up in the air. Goes all the way towards the 10. It actually bounced from the 20 to the 10. So Scott picks it up, and he gets taken down just between the 17 and 18. And the ball will be spotted at the Philadelphia 16. So Zacchaeus was able to get 7 yards right there. So the Eagles offense, they have Jalen Hurts, DeAndre Swift, A.J. Brown as the wide receiver, Devontae Smith as the second wide receiver, and Julio Jones as the third option. Dallas Goedert, the tight end. On the offensive line, it's Jordan Mailata at left tackle, Landon Dickerson at left guard, Jason Kelsey at center, Sua Opeta at right guard, and Lane Johnson at right tackle. First play, it's a handoff to DeAndre Swift. He goes over towards the left side, and he'll get about 6 yards as Eli Apple is there to take him out of bounds. So the Eagles are going from left to right, and the ball will be spotted at the Philadelphia 29-yard line. And as far as the Dolphins defense goes, you got Christian Wilkins over as the left defensive end, Raekwon Davis as the nose tackle, Zach Sealer as the right defensive end, and then Jalen Phillips, David Long Jr., Jerome Baker, and Bradley Chubb as the linebackers. Hurts will hand it off this time to Swift, and he'll just get about 2 yards as he runs up the middle, and that'll be taken all the way to the Philadelphia 31-yard line. So just gets about 1 yard there. Raekwon Davis and Bradley Chubb were there to make the tackle. In the secondary for the Miami Dolphins, you have Eli Apple out there for Xavier Howard, who is out in tonight's game. Deshaun Elliott as the safety, and so is Javon Holland as well. Kader Kohu is the right cornerback. So Hurts sets up in motion, and he'll hand it off this time for another yard. That's delivered by DeAndre Swift. Sorry, the computer froze for just a second. That Pacheco kid had a really big day. He's from Vineland. I didn't know that. I had no idea. Yes. Huh, that's really cool. So the Eagles have a first down. The ball was spotted at the 33-yard line. Jones in motion. As Hurts will get the snap. He's looking. There's already a flag, and the ball is caught by DeAndre Swift, or to Devontae Smith, that is, for 6 yards. But there's a penalty. It'll be on Wilkins right there. It's a defensive offside for 5 yards. No play is called there. Pacheco from Violent? Yeah, I really did not know that either. I had no idea. That's wild. All right, so we're 2 minutes underway here at the Link. It'll be a 1st and 5 for the Eagles. So that's going to put the ball at the 45. So Hurts and the entire offense out there. So far, you got DeAndre Swift running for 17 yards. 1st and 5. Hurts will get the snap. Will hand it off to Swift again. Swift runs up the middle, and he's going to get a first down as he tries to find a hole towards the right side, and he gets taken down at the letters by Holland. Well, the Eagles are doing everything that they can. They're establishing the run early on, and the offensive line just continues to do a really good job at just providing these holes. There's Tua Opeda that was able to just get a really nice block as Hurts actually bobbled the snap. I didn't realize it at first. But Swift is there to get a first down, and the ball was spotted at the 45-yard line. Hurts again fakes the handoff pass, looks over downfield, and it will be caught and bobbled, though, as it goes out of bounds. It was originally caught by Devontae Smith, and then Eli Apple was there to make the tackle, and then he just lost it, so that's an incomplete pass. So Devontae Smith, of course, was the intended receiver. He was over towards the right side and was wide open and was able to make the catch, but then he just dropped it at the very last second after he gathered it to his chest. And you got to catch those types of plays. So 2nd and 10 with 11:54 left to go in the first quarter. Ball again at the 45. The Eagles 45, that is. Hurts will get the snap. He looks to DeAndre Swift as the pressure's coming, and Swift makes something out of nothing. He was over towards the left side and just got about 2 yards or so on the pass. And Baker there to make the tackle. Jerome Baker, that is. So the Eagles on this drive so far been able to march downfield. It'll be 3rd and 8, though, with 11:18 left to go in the first quarter. Hurts the only one in the backfield. 3 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. Goddard to the right as well. Hurts will get the snap, looks over towards his right, and will find Goddard, and Goddard will get at least a first down, if not more. And Dallas Goedert gets 22 yards right there, and Holland was there to tackle him out of bounds. And that'll be forced all the way at the Miami 30-yard line. Well, Hurts had to just throw it in the pocket. There was no pressure whatsoever, and Goddard was there to just make a really nice catch. Here comes Hurts again. He fakes the handoff pass. He's looking downfield. He'll try to find Goddard, and he does so, and Goddard taken down at the 8. And the Eagles already in the red zone. It's a 1st and goal. So the air game has been pretty good so far, just like in week 6, they were able to get Dallas Goedert involved on the very first drive. 8 plays, 69 yards in 5 minutes so far. 2 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. Hurts will fake the handoff and he'll keep it himself, but he gets taken down for a loss by Baker. So they lose about 2 yards right there. And well, Baker has been doing a pretty good job so far. So Jerome Baker has been one of those guys that has just been absolutely electric. Went to Ohio State, was a third-round draft pick in 2018, and was the 73rd overall pick It's now 2nd and goal, 5 seconds left on the play clock. And Hurts will hand it off. And the run up the middle this time, it's just for about a yard or so from Kenneth Gainwell. So it'll now be 3rd and goal here. Boy, the Eagles definitely need to get a touchdown here and probably should just go for it even if they're not successful on this 3rd down right now. Got to get into the end zone. That's what you got to do. So they break the huddle. It's now 3rd and goal. Eagles in their Kelly green uniforms. Hurts, the only one in the backfield. And he'll get it this time, and he'll just keep it, and he just gets taken down right past the line of scrimmage. It was for about 3 yards. I don't know what the play call was right there, but it'll be 4th and goal. And I was thinking that maybe that they were just going to go back to the air game, but Hurts, it was a keeper, and it just ran for about 3 yards. The pressure was coming right up the middle as it was just clogged. And I don't know if any receivers were wide open or not, but Van Ginkel did a good job at just taking away the middle. So Jake Elliott's going to come out there for a field goal. It'll be a 24-yard attempt. 7:57 left. The ball was spotted. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Eagles do take a 3-0 lead as the Dolphins will get the ball back when we return. What's up, Katie? How you doing? If it touches your hands, you should have caught it. Same in baseball. Ball touches the glove, you got to catch it. No excuses, says Ellen. Yeah, Devontae should have caught that pass earlier in the drive. 1,000%. 1,000%. How are you, JJ? Looking forward to the Phillies game tomorrow night? I can't even think about the Phillies right now. I'm in Eagles mode. But I'll get there. I'll definitely get there. Obviously, that game is way more important. But yes, I will definitely get there for sure. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button as well. My name is Jason Joseph. I'm from South Jersey. I went to Rowan University for sports broadcasting. That was my major. And I also interned at NFL Films after I graduated from Rowan and got some really, really cool experience while I was in school. Calling games for the Wilmington Blue Rocks, who were the Hawaii affiliate of the Washington Nationals, and also calling games for the Delaware Bluecoats as well. They're the NBA G League affiliate of the Philadelphia 76ers. You still away or you in Philly, says Clicks? Nope, I'm still in Nashville. I'll be back on Tuesday morning. So this is a little bit of a different setup for football for me. I'm still trying to get used to that. I wasn't able to do the game last week, but we were able to do the game this week. So it's been a very weird week because of the Phillies. It's really thrown me off. Just this series, I didn't anticipate it going to 6 games. I don't know if anybody really did. This is a new. Oh, the Marvels. Huh. That looks really good. You run a QB sneak on 3rd and goal. Something needs to be done, says Mike Green. Yeah, I mean, like, it wasn't. It was just a keeper, you know? Like, it wasn't even, like, a push-tush type of a thing. It was just, yeah. Can't do that. I don't know what the heck Brian Johnson was doing with the offensive play call in that sort of situation. Because, you know, now your defense has to be on their toes. You know what I'm saying? That's what it has to be. You don't really have a lot of guys in the secondary that are healthy. And you want to put the pressure on them. You don't want to give them any sort of advantage. We'll let you use that on the next field goal, says JJ, says Albert. Let us use what on the next field goal? Oh, the Rangers tied it back. Cool. All right, kickoff for Jake Elliott, just ready to get underway right here. Eagles lead 3-0. There's 7:54 left to go in the first quarter. Kickoff underway for the second drive here. First drive by the Dolphins, and it goes all the way back towards the end zone, and touchback is called. So let's talk about this Miami Dolphins offense. So, of course, Tua Tagovailoa, the starting quarterback for them. Raheem Mostert, At running back, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and Cedric Wilson Jr., the top 3 wide receivers. Then you have Durham Smythe at tight end. The fullback is Alec Ingold. And then, as far as the offensive line goes, you have Kendall Lamb at left tackle, Isaiah Wynn at left guard, and then you have Liam Exenberg at center, starting for Connor Williams, and Robert Hunt at right guard, and Austin Jackson at right tackle. So the Dolphins are going from right to left, and already there's a penalty called. It's a delay of game on Miami as the play clock was going down all the way to 0. So that sets them back 5 yards, and it should be now a 1st and 15. In regards to the Eagles' defense, their front 7 will look like this. You got Brandon Graham, Jordan Davis, Fletcher Cox, Josh Sweat, Zach Cunningham, Nicholas Morrow, and Hassan Reddick as well. Tua will get the snap, and he'll hand it off to Mostert. Mostert running with a head of steam. Or Jalen Waddle, that is, on the jet sweep, and that's for 8 yards as he runs out of bounds towards the near sideline. So he goes all the way to the Miami 28. So here's Tua. He's averaged about 312.5 passing yards per game this season, and he has just been on the money with his passes. So it's 3-0 Eagles. It's 2nd and 7. The ball spotted at the 43. Tua gets the snap, fires up the middle, and it is caught for 15 yards by Tyreek Hill, who gets pushed out of bounds by Edmonds. And the soft coverage by the Eagles already starts right here. So Slay Jr. was supposed to be on him, and it looked like they were playing more of a zone. It wasn't man-to-man defense whatsoever, and Tua was just wide open with no coverage on him whatsoever. Got to put the pressure on him. So Tyreek Hill, 43 receptions on the season for 829 yards. Tua in the backfield will get the snap, and he'll hand it off, and taken down for a loss is Mostert, and Hassan Reddick is there to take him down and sack him. A loss of 5 yards. And it should be 2nd and 15. Boy, Hassan Reddick has been absolutely tremendous over the last 3 weeks or so for the Birds. It's been absolutely tremendous. Had a hand injury before. A guy that went to Temple, was a Pro Bowl selection in 2023. Leads the team in sacks. It's 2nd and 15. Play clock at 2. Tua will get the snap. Looks over towards his left. He'll find Tyreek Hill. And Hill will make something out of nothing as he just gets past the line of scrimmage and runs out of bounds towards the near sideline. We didn't really talk about the Eagles' secondary for tonight, so they got James Bradbury at left cornerback and Darius Slay at right cornerback. Terrell Edmonds and Sidney Brown are both playing over at safety. Once again, Reed Blankenship out in tonight's game. Spike the like, says Larry. All righty, 3rd down and 15 yards to go. As the ball is spotted at the Miami 38. Tua will get the snap. He throws under pressure, and it's incomplete. And the Eagles' defense does their job. And it'll be 4th and 15. Special teams coming out with 5:19 left to go in the first frame of this ball game. And how about Jalen Carter, who was able to just find his way to get through and just provide pressure on the center of the Dolphins. And we have a player down right here. It looks like Isaiah Wynn was injured during the play. It'll be 4th and 15, but I believe that they're going to take an injury timeout here as Isaiah Wynn is down. And hopefully he's all right. Wynn, of course, played for the Patriots. A former Patriot, now in a Dolphins uniform. That's the pressure you need. He will make mistakes, says Mike Green. It was a handoff, not a sack. Well, he was taken down for a loss of 5. Did I say sack? I apologize. All right, so Isaiah Wynn's going to come out. It was his 47th start in 50 career games. But nonetheless, it's 4th and 15. And Jake Bailey will go out there to punt the football. And Dylan Covey will be the punt returner. Or Britton Covey. I really said Dylan Covey. Britton Covey is going to be the punt returner. All right, the punt is underway, and it's going to go out of bounds towards the far sideline. That was a pretty good punt that was laid down by Bailey. As it goes out of bounds, and the ball will be spotted at the Philadelphia 32. We have a timeout with 5:12 left to go in the first quarter. We're going to take a sip of water. Oh, boy. How's everybody doing tonight? Comment down below what your final score predictions are. JJ the Dixon Way said hi. Oh, what's up, Dixon Way? How you doing, man? Justin's on here. What's up, Justin? Go Birds, he says. What's up, Will? I said Dylan Covey. I meant to say Britton Covey. Covey and Covey. Oh, man. What's up, G Vanoots? How do I feel about this game? I don't know. I have mixed emotions. Mark says that the final score is going to be 22-21 Eagles. Okay. Do you think that the Eagles are going to score in the second half? That's what I would like to know. Comment your thoughts about that down below. Let's go over the final scores for today. So, of course, you have the Niners and the Vikings tomorrow at 8:15 for Monday Night Football. Of course, Larry's going to be watching that, unless the Phillies game gets pushed back to 8 o'clock. Just got to wait and see. Jacksonville ended up winning 31-24 today against New Orleans. Baltimore beat Detroit 38-6. And how about Chicago winning against Las Vegas 30-12? The Cleveland Browns were able to come out victorious against the Indianapolis Colts 39-38. Wow, what a ball game that was. And then the New England Patriots beating the Buffalo Bills 29-25. Josh Allen threw for 265 passing yards in that game with 2 touchdown passes. And he also threw a pick as well. Mack was actually 25 for 30 with 272 passing yards. How about that? The Giants beat the Washington Commanders 14-7. And then the Falcons ended up winning in Tampa Bay 16-13. So we're just about ready to get back into this game as the Eagles will have the football back. So 5:12 left to go in the first quarter. Hurts sets up and will hand it off this time to Swift, and Swift will run up the middle, but he's immediately taken down after about 2 yards, and Long is there to make the tackle. 100-0, says William McKay, is the final score. 38-10 Vikings, says Larry. He's being very sarcastic. DeAndre Swift, with 91 rushes this season for 472 yards. It's been absolutely tremendous this season for the Eagles. Hurts the only one in the backfield. 3 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. Hurts will get the snap, and the ball is deflected, and it's incomplete. So the pressure was coming from the Dolphins' front 7, and it was blocked. And it's a 3rd and 8 by Long Jr. Long Jr. doing a good job at making that block right there. It's just coming in from the right side, too. 3rd down, 8 yards to go. And again, the ball spotted at the Philadelphia 33-yard line. Hurts will get the snap. He gets some space, has a little bit of daylight, and he immediately fumbles the football as he just lost it, and it's recovered by the Dolphins. Recovered by Wilkins at the Philadelphia 23. How about that? Hurts just dropped the ball, and Wilkins was able to recover it at the Philadelphia 23-yard line. They say that Bradley Chubb was able to knock it out. Let's see on the replay here. Hurts was supposed to go over towards his right side, but the blitz was coming, and he escaped one defender, and then 3 defenders came over there, and the ball just got knocked loose. Also, Jalen Phillips, I think, got a piece of the rock as well. So there's a turnover by the Birds. And, well, the Dolphins are in excellent field position. 4 minutes and 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Tyreek Hill on the jet sweep. Goes over towards his right side, and he's going to run out of bounds. And Tyreek Hill gets 3 yards as he gets pushed out of bounds to the Philadelphia 20-yard line, just on the numbers. Tyreek Hill almost stiff-armed. He almost stiff-armed Jalen or Darius Slay there. All day and night to work. 3:53 left, 2nd and 7. Tua will hand it off this time, and already going down right there is Raheem Mostert and Hassan Reddick right there at the right time for a loss of 2 yards. They were setting up in the I formation. Mostert was supposed to go over towards his right, and he just got the pass, and Hassan Reddick was like, no, 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 you're not going to get past me. And Reddick just providing all the pressure. And it's now 3rd and 9, so that was for a loss of 2 yards. Immediately, the ball will be spotted at the Philadelphia 22. 5 seconds left on the play clock. 3:10 left to go in the first quarter. Nobody in the backfield, just Tua himself. He gets the snap. Pressure's coming. He fires, and it's caught all the way towards the far sideline. That time it was Jalen Waddle who caught it for 16 yards, and just like that, the Dolphins are in the end zone. So Tua threw it from his left side and just was able to throw a pass right on the money as Waddle leaped up in the air. No pressure on him, and it was just too easy for him. Just had to use all his athleticism. So it's 1st and goal at the 9. In between the 9 and between the 7 and the 8, excuse me. There's a handoff there, and another tackle. This time it's Nicholas Morrow and Milton Williams that are there to provide the pressure. So this Eagles front 7 defense, they're doing their job. It's just that nobody else in that secondary has been able to stop the air game. Smash that like button. Hit that subscribe. Always about to need a defibrillator with these types of guys, says Ellen. -7 yards rushing. So the Dolphins offense, through week 6, 26 drives and 21 touchdowns so far. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Tua will fake the handoff, and this time we'll find Tyreek Hill. Hill, can he get past the line of scrimmage with a bulk of Eagles there? No, he cannot. It's 3rd and goal, and that was for about a loss of 5. So Tua had to back all the way up to like the 20-yard line. And Tyreek Hill was there to make the catch. But Darius Slay Jr. there to make the tackle. 1:20 left, clock still ticking in the first frame. 3-0 Eagles. With 5 seconds left on the play clock, 1:10 left to go. Tua gets the snap, fires into the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown by Tyreek Hill, just up the middle. A flag is on the play, though, so they may send this back. Let's see. The touchdown is nullified. They call an offensive holding on Cotton. How about that? That is a big call right there. Let's see where Cotton was. It looked like, oh yeah, he definitely got entangled with, couldn't tell who that was. I think that was Sua Opeda. So it's 3rd and goal. So don't count the touchdown right there. They go back to the 22-yard line. Tua will get the snap again, fires over towards his left, and it's incomplete to Tyreek Hill. Oh, we got to change our clock. So it'll be 4th and goal, and, well, the Dolphins are going to have to settle for a 3. It'll be Jason Sanders that will go out there for a 40-yard field goal. So they were at the Philadelphia 7 and lost 15 yards there. That penalty was a 10-yard penalty on the offensive holding by Cotton. So Sanders out there for the field goal with 1:02 left. The ball was spotted, the kick is up, and it is good. Right down the pipe. And it's now a 3-3 game with 59 seconds left to go in the first quarter. And we'll be right back after this timeout. All right, let me fix this. Because for some reason, I don't know why, they always do this on Yahoo. They just do. There we go. Smash that like button. 31 pass interference, no calls. Hit the like, everybody. Dolphins are going backwards, says Larry. Literally. Just smash that like button, says Connor. And can confirm it was 100% worth it. Eating a ding-dong hostess treat and watching your stream. Go Eagles defense, says Kevin. Kevin DeCoon. What's up, man? -8 rushing yards. Yeah, that's really crazy. All by Raheem Mostert on 3 attempts. That's the crazier part about it. If you guys are new, spike the like and hit that subscribe button. We need 3 more subscribers to get to 1,410. Make sure you guys become a part of the family today. Let's take a sip of water. If Hurts don't start playing better, the boos will start. Do you remember me from the Phillies game yesterday? Of course I remember you, Gamer Goop. What's up, dude? Thanks for coming on. We will be on as well for the Phillies game tomorrow night. As of right now, it starts at 5:07 p.m. Eastern Time. And if the Astros win, it'll get pushed back to 8:07. So the Rangers have to win tonight in order for them to go to a Game 7 against the Astros, and then Game 7 would be played tomorrow night. My Texans are on a bye week. What's the score on the Astros game? I literally have it up right here. If you're just watching me, it's 1-1. I have the scoreboard up right on the lower third of the screen. Speaking of booze, that's a different types of booze, says Ellen. What's up, gamer? There's the Ben Franklin Bridge. Boy, it looks really good tonight. They have a cool aerial shot of the link. 59 seconds left to go in the first quarter. So the Eagles got a 3, and the Dolphins came up with a counter punch and got a 3 themselves. 59 seconds to go. Sanders again with the kickoff. And it looks like Boston Scott will be the kickoff returner right here. All right, kickoff underway. As it goes all the way into the end zone, Scott will make the catch as he takes it all the way to the 10, to the 20, to the 30, and he gets taken down just at the 40-yard line. How about Boston Scott on the kickoff return, putting the Eagles in excellent field position? That's what you got to do. Holland there to make the tackle as he was just in the secondary. And, well, the Eagles have a very good spot for them to operate, and that's where they'll set up shop. It'll be at the Miami 35. Or the Philadelphia 46, I beg your pardon. That's where the kickoff was, from the Miami 35. So, that's where they'll set up shop. Hurts will hand it off to DeAndre Swift, and Swift is going to run up the middle, and they'll take it all the way to the 46. So they started at the 39. They get 7 yards right there, and the ball's at the 46. There we go. Come on, JJ. Got to be better. 33 seconds left. 25 seconds left on the play clock. So the Eagles should be able to get one more play before the end of the first quarter. 2nd and 3. Hurts as he lines up 3 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. 8 seconds left on the play clock. DeAndre Swift behind Hurts now stands over towards his right side. 4 seconds left. Hurts gets the snap, fires up the middle. It's caught by Devontae Smith. And he takes it all the way to the 50. And that's going to end the first quarter. So Devontae Smith gets 8 yards right there. And, well, we'll be right back for the second quarter in just a few moments as time expired to end the first. Welcome to the live chat. Please abide by our community standards. No spoilers, no spamming the chat. No spamming the chat, and keep it clean and family-friendly. Thanks and enjoy, says Larry. I love that, man. Larry's the best. Great mod on here, as always. We have some incredible mods. If you're interested in becoming a moderator on the channel, please email me and reach out to me. You do have to have a Discord, and you do have to be on here for a little bit of time. I have to build trust with you guys because this is all about trust. You know what I'm saying? Let me go grab my Bourbon Miller Lite and my special gummy bear. I'm gonna need it, says Ellen. I also activated Jeff Wilson Jr. on my fantasy football league, says Kevin DeCoon. That's cool, man. Hasn't really been getting a whole lot of action so far. Neither has Julio Jones. I want to see him try to get some plays. You know what I'm saying? Who do you got your money on tonight? I don't bet. I don't do that, my guy. I don't do that. But if I were, I'd probably say, I don't know. I don't know what I would say. I take that back. I don't usually do that anyways. You're crushing the call, JJ, says Larry. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. It's, the more reps you get, the better you get. And we still have a lot of things to clean up. You know, it's been a really weird week because this Phillies team just keeps winning, but this is how it goes. Like, this is all a part of the experience. You know, when you're covering 2 teams, you gotta focus, you know, and even when it gets a little stressful, you know, you're preparing the same way, but you have to keep your eyes on both teams. Can't let anything distract you. So it's only going to get better and better. But thank you. We're trying to keep up with the energy. Don't forget to join Surger. I'm an old guy. What does spamming mean, says Mike Green. Okay, so spamming is like, if I were to like go on a break, let's just say, and I said I'd be back in 30 seconds. If you count down 29, 28, 27, and you just keep typing that in the chat, or like you just keep saying JJ, and you write that like 10 times, like that's spamming the chat. You're basically writing extensively and sending a lot of messages. All right, second quarter underway. Eagles now going from right to left. Hurts will get the snap. He looks and finds Dallas Goedert. Goedert taken down just at the 38-yard line. Then he'll get about 5 yards or so right there. It'll actually be 2nd and 7, so he just gets 3. Was a little bit shy of the Miami 43, taken down between the 43 and the 42 hash marks. So Goedert this season on 29 receptions has 295 yards receiving and has averaged about 10 per game. It's 2nd and 6, ball spotted at the 43 in Miami territory. 3 receivers to the right and 2 to the left. Hurts again will get the snap. He throws it, and it's caught just shy of the first down marker, though, as A.J. Brown gets 6 yards. And there is a ball that'll be spotted at the Miami 37, so it should just be 3rd and short here as we're just 1 minute underway in the second quarter. Both teams 5-1. Eagles taking on the Miami Dolphins. It's a 3-3 game so far. Neither team has gone into the end zone. It's 3rd and 1 at the 37. A.J. Brown in motion, going from right to left to the screen. Hurts will get the snap, and he'll find Kenneth Gainwell. Will actually hand it off to him, and he tries to get through the hole, but just gets marked down a little bit past the line of scrimmage, and it should be about 4th and inches. Going to say it's for about no gain here, so the Eagles are going to go for the QB sneak and the push-tush, and they get it, but a flag is thrown. Don't know if they set up a little bit too early or what happened right there, but already a flag was thrown, and let's see what the call will be. Two refs talking things over. It'll be a defensive offside for 5 yards, and the Eagles will move the chains all the way to the Miami 33-yard line, I believe. What's up, FS Pod? How you doing, man? I'll give you an example. Yeah, JJ. That's basically what it is. So let's see what the call is. I want to make sure that I got that right. Penalties declined. So it's offsetting penalties. Okay, so they called a defensive offside, but then they also called an offensive offside as well on Landon Dickerson. So will the Eagles still go for it? That's the interesting thing here. Don't necessarily know. They're showing a replay of Dickerson moving as well. That's what I thought that the penalty was on, but I guess two things can be true, and both teams committed some plays. So it's now 4th and 1. Eagles are going to go for it again. Hurts with the QB sneak, and they're able to get the first down this time. Second time is a charm, and it took them take 2 to figure it out. And the Eagles will move the sticks as they have a 1st and 10 at the Miami 35. Bradley Chubb there to make the tackle. Liking and subscribing is a must. It has changed my life, says Connor. That's good. We like to make a positive difference. So Hurts has been successful on 51 of 58 QB sneaks since 2022. And the Eagles move the sticks. 12:15 left to go in the second quarter. Hurts again gets the snap. No pressure whatsoever. A deep ball all the way towards the far sideline, but it's out of play. And it's incomplete as it goes out of bounds towards the far sideline. The intended receiver was supposed to be A.J. Brown, but it was about 4 feet in front of him. So the clock will stop, and it should be now 2nd and 10. Eagles so far on this drive, 7 plays and 26 yards in about less than 3 minutes. 3 receivers to the right and 2 to the left. Hurts will get the snap, and he fires it. It's blocked, but there's already a flag thrown. They're going to call a defensive offside for roughing the passer on Wilkins. And that'll be a 15-yard penalty. And again, the Eagles keep marching down the field. That was a big call against the Dolphins. So Wilkins had the penalty on him. Number 94, that is. That is not a good penalty for them whatsoever. That could probably hurt them on this drive. So the clock still stops with 12:07 left. Let's see the replay. So Hurts threw it, and then just after that, I mean, there was just no reason for Wilkins to just shove him the way that he did. Hurts again gets the snap. He'll hand it off to Swift, and Swift just gets back to the line of scrimmage as the middle of the pack was able to stop him, and it all started from Van Ginkel himself. So Andrew Van Ginkel has been on the Dolphins. He was a 5th-round draft pick in 2019, the 151st overall pick, and he went to Wisconsin. He has been an absolute stud this season. 2nd and 9, Hurts. It's the snap. He'll find Dallas Goedert. Goedert takes it to the 10, to the 5, into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert puts the Eagles up 9-3 with 11:25 left, and on 61 yards and on 9 plays, with 4 minutes and 34 seconds of time of possession, the Eagles finally find the end zone. Hurts had to actually fake the handoff pass, and Dallas Goedert was wide open towards the left side, and nobody was on him as he zigzagged his way into the end zone and got through a couple of defenders. And it looked like Van Ginkel was trying to tackle him from the back and was just not able to get a guy with that size on him. He's absolutely all muscle and absolutely spectacular. Extra point coming. The PAT is good as it was spotted and right down the pipe. And it's 10-3 as we have a timeout on the field as the Eagles are up by 7. Who's a cheater? Who's a cheater, Mike? Who's a cheater? Oh, boy. Another red zone trip. Get it together this time, says Larry. You watch this, how they're going to combat that play. Well, again, that roughing the passer penalty there, that was big. It was absolutely big, and it worked out in the Eagles' favor, and they took advantage of it. And good job. Good job by them to do so. So now can Sean Desai and the Eagles defense hold up their end of the bargain on this drive by Tua? Don't know. Philly Goddard. Yes, Philly Goddard. Yeah, you don't call him Dallas. You don't call Boston Scott. You call him Philly Scott, and you call Dallas Goddard Philly Goddard. I see what you did there. See what you did there with Dallas Goedert. It's cool. I like it. Guys, make sure you like and subscribe and turn on those notification bell icons so that way you know when I upload. We got a busy week ahead of us. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. I hope you're all having yourselves a great day. Oh, the Rangers scored. Let's go. 3-1 Texas. Oh, we need them to win tonight. We need them to win. We want Jason to be able to pack up early tomorrow and not late. I can't pack the rest of my clothes until I get all my equipment in. So that's why I don't want the Phillies game to be late. We need it to go. We need the Rangers to win, and then we don't care who wins tomorrow. We really don't. Enjoying some delicious bacon, says FS Pod. The guy who hit Jalen. Did I say who it was before? Christian Wilkins. Christian Wilkins. He was a defensive tackle. That bell click is better than the second coming of JC. Wow. Let's take a sip of water. Good for the Texas Rangers. Can somebody let me know who hit the homer off of Framber Valdez, or who drove in the runs and what exactly happened there? 11:25 left to go in the second quarter. What are they showing? Is that Chris Collinsworth? Oh, man, he looked good, young man. He looked really good with those glasses on. How about that? 11:25 left to go in the second quarter. Kickoff underway as it goes all the way towards the end zone. It's caught, taken all the way to the 10, to the 20, to the 30, and taken right down at the 37-yard line. On special teams, it'll be Berrios. So Berrios able to do a good job right there on the return. So here comes Tua and company as they'll set up shop. They'll be at the 33-yard line. All right, Tua will hand it off this time and taken down just before the line of scrimmage. As Jordan Davis is there to make the tackle is Raheem Mostert. Actually say it was Ahmed that ran up the middle and just got maybe a yard or so. I'm in Houston. A rematch with different results would be nice. I'm with you. All right, here's the Dolphins offense. They had -8 rushing yards in the first quarter. Tua will get the snap, fakes the handoff, finds Tyreek Hill towards the left side. Then did he catch it inbounds? I think he did. He did. So it should be a 3rd and short here. Tua's left hand is absolutely on the money. It is a hand of gold. Just got it into the breadbasket of Tyreek Hill's chest as he caught it with 2 hands and took it out of bounds. So it's 3rd and 3 with 10:15 left in the second quarter. They're almost at the 50. They're actually at the 41 in Miami territory. Tua again will get it, and he fires it, and it's incomplete. The Eagles defense doing a great job there, locking down all windows and cylinders. And it's a 4th and 3, and Sean Desai has to be happy with how Nakobe Dean, Jalen Carter, and the secondary did on that play. Jordan Alvarez at an RBI single, and Mitch Garver and Jonah Heim hit homers, says Larry. Thank you. All right, here comes the punt return as it's going to go all the way up, all the way towards the 10, and it bounces and it goes into the end zone for a touchback. So Jake Bailey was there to make a 59-yard punt, but the Eagles will set things up at their own 25-yard line with 9:59 left when we return from this timeout. I live in London. I don't have Whataburger here. You're actually from London, FS? I didn't know that. I thought that you were actually from Florida, my guy. Ugh. Hey, guys. I want to know, okay? Comment down below. Let me know what your favorite football game that you've ever watched was. Okay, what was your favorite football game that you got to witness? Okay? Or like the most enjoyable one that you can remember, or one of them. Comment down below. If you guys are just coming in, spike the like, hit that subscribe button too. That way you'll know when I upload. We have 40 likes already. Let's get to 50. We need 10 more to get to the 50 mark. We got 39 people on here watching. Spike that like button, everybody. I was born and raised in Florida, says FS Pod. I moved to London 2 months ago. Oh, wow. Where in London, if you don't mind me asking? I'm really curious. And are you going to go to the London game next year for Phillies and Mets? Let me know, because that should be fun. All beans and toast, says Dingle Dongle. That's not a game. Favorite game that you ever got to watch in regards to football? What was your favorite football game? I think that mine honestly does have to be the 2016 Super Bowl, because I was getting roasted by so many Falcons fans at the end of the first half. And it felt so good to come back and see what Tom Brady was able to do. And that entire offense. It was just incredible. I think that was more of a collapse by the Atlanta Falcons. But at the same time, Tom Brady showed his greatness in that Super Bowl. I live near Beckenham. Okay. Smash that like button, everybody. Miracle at the Meadowland 2. That was a good one as well. I watched Merrill Reese's highlight calls on that. And Deshaun Jackson's game at the very end. That's just incredible. That was one for me too, says William. Joe Namath's Super Bowl win. All right, I wasn't around for that. That's cool. Hurts will hand it off this time to Swift, and Swift gets clobbered by a bunch of Dolphins in the sea, and he just is not able to get back to the line of scrimmage. It should be for about a loss of 1 or 2 yards there. Curious to see where they're going to spot it. They say that he got back to the line. I didn't think he did, but Andrew Van Ginkel again there to just stuff DeAndre Swift for no gain. Swift today on 8 attempts has 28 rushing yards. He's averaged about 3.5 rushing yards per carry. Hurts gets the snap, fires towards his left, and finds A.J. Brown, who breaks through 1 tackle. He'll break through 2, and does he get the first down? I think he does, as he lands into a push-up position. And he'll get back up as he squats on his knees and gets back into a full standing position. And A.J. Brown gets 10 yards there to the Philadelphia 30-yard line, just on the numbers. Long there to make the tackle, right towards the near sideline. And that'll move the chains. Good play again. Vikings versus Cowboys, Thanksgiving 1998. Randy Moss coming out for 3 receptions, 3 touchdowns, and 163 yards. That's really cool. Hurts hands it off. Up the middle goes Swift, and he is just able to cruise right in for 3 yards. Thought maybe he was going to get more, but that was an excellent tackle again by Long. So Long doing a really good job. David Long, that is, from West Virginia. He's 6'6", 227 pounds. I say he's 6'6". Oh, my gosh. Not to say he's 5'10". He's started in 6 games and has played in 6 games. I got confused with those numbers there. Gotta look. 2nd and 7. Hurts again. Gets the snap. Looks over towards his left. Throws it. And it's caught. Right to Julio Jones. But he's just shy of the first down marker. Got a couple of yards there as he does a little Fly Eagles Fly celebration. Signed with the Eagles on Tuesday. It's his 4th NFL team. Of course, he's the guy that played for the Falcons and was obviously their number 1 option for Matt Ryan. He's been on the Titans as well. Has had a pretty good career. 3rd down and 4 yards to go. 7 seconds left on the play clock with 7:18 left in the second quarter. Hurts will get the snap. He'll have to run out of the pocket. He runs up the middle. He'll take it to the 40. A flag is thrown, and he gets taken out of bounds as he tried to run out of bounds, and Van Ginkel was there to swat the football out of his hands, just out of bounds. But let's see what the flag is right here. They're going to call it on Eli Apple, a defensive holding for 5 yards. And the ball will be enforced at the Philadelphia 41. So Eli Apple, a guy that's from Voorhees, New Jersey, went to Eastern High School, graduated a couple of years before me. I think he graduated in 2012. So just before I started high school. 10-3 Eagles. It's 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. There's a handoff right to Swift, or Kenneth Gainwell, that is. And Gainwell just gets 1 yard. Phillips and Baker there to stuff him down and tackle him right at the legs. Ellen says her favorite game was Eagles Super Bowl championship, of course, with Foles. But I'll never forget when Eli Manning was coming up and that catch off the helmet, right up the middle, catch to win the game. Hurts gets the snap, fires towards his left side, and it's caught by Devontae Smith. He made the catch in the air and somehow, some way, was able to just take it all the way to the ground and makes an excellent acrobatic catch, leaping all the way up, and he certainly made up for that one catch that he had, which was him being wide open, and he just absolutely clobbered that thing in, reeled it in, and got down. Kohu there to make the tackle, but it's a 1st and 10 at the 40. Eagles marching down the field. Hurts hands it off to Gainwell. Gainwell, does he get a little bit of daylight that time? No. Nobody was home as the Dolphins were able to lock down all windows and cylinders and were able to just find ways to stop the run of the Eagles. The Eagles' comeback against the Giants December 19th, 2010. That's Miracle in the Meadowlands Part 2, Jamie. That was a good game, too. All right, Eagles trying to move the chains. Going from right to left is Brown. 2 receivers to the left and 3 to the right. Hurts makes the handoff, turns around. The ball gets knocked, but Devontae Smith catches it. It was tipped, and somehow Devontae Smith was able to make the catch. And he got it, and it's a third and 5 with 4:44 left. So Smith caught it for 3 yards, and Wilkins is there to make the tackle. It was a good block by the Dolphins as it was deflected off the hands of Williams, or Wilkins, that is, and just got back up and was there to make the tackle too. So it's 3rd and 6 now. Clock still running. 4:20 left in the first half. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts will hand it off to Gainwell. Gainwell runs up the middle, and he'll just get maybe 3 yards as Wilkins again is there to make the tackle. So it should be 4th and 2. Ball again at the Miami 33-yard line. So they are in field goal range. There's Tua with his Dolphins baseball cap on. Are the Eagles going to go for it here? It looks like that they will. Interesting. They're in pretty good field position to do this too. So 3:45 left. 4th and 3. Hurts with Gainwell in the backfield. Hurts will get the snap. Pressure's coming. He tries to shy away. Rolls over towards his right side. He'll pass it, and he'll find Devontae Smith. Actually, it was A.J. Brown, and Brown got into the end zone and caught it for a touchdown. Sorry, the stream froze for a second. How about that? He just had to roll over towards his right. He had to escape from the pocket, and A.J. Brown somehow was there to make the catch with nobody on him. And the Eagles take a 16-3 lead. I don't know how he was able to do it up there. They may just mark him a little bit short because he looked like he was down by contact at the 1. Let's see. They're going to review this. Yep, it looked like he was just down by contact at the 1, so it should be a 32-yard reception, and it should be Eagles in the red zone, and the ball spotted at the 1. Of course, my iPad had to freeze. He tried. He certainly did try. It's a gain of 32, and the Eagles will be knocking on the door, so they take the 6 points off. It's still 10-3. Eagles football with 3:32 left in the first half. So Hurts today, 12 for 15 in the passing game with 143 passing yards. Eagles have been able to dominate the clock on this drive. It's been 11 plays, 79 yards, and the Eagles have had the ball for 6 minutes and 18 seconds. They get set up. The QB sneak and the push-tush underway. The brotherly shove, does it work? I believe it does. And the Eagles are into the end zone as Jalen Hurts is there to get the touchdown. And it's 16-3 Eagles. So you can put the points back up on the board. Good job again by Kelsey and Dallas Goedert to just push the pile on towards the end zone, and Jack Stoll able to get a piece of the rock as well. Or the pile on, I should say. He just had to push Van Ginkel, and that's not an easy thing to do with all that strength that he has. Good luck doing that. 16-3. As Jalen Hurts got his 32nd career rushing touchdown, he ties an Eagles record for a QB with Randall Cunningham. And he's been able to do that in his 4th season. That's pretty impressive. So Elliott out there for the PAT. 3:10 left in the first half. 16-3 Eagles. Ball spotted, kick is up, and it's good. It's good. 17-3, Philadelphia. As A.J. Brown, from 1 to 11, Hurts to Brown, was able to get all the way towards the 1. And then number 1 got into the end zone himself. The leader of the team sneaked his way in, and the Eagles are up by 2 touchdowns. Jamie says, Super Bowl game was great, but didn't alter my views on how much you could come back and win. Olav, what's up, Olav? Y'all excited about the Eagles tomorrow? I'm excited, man. Guys, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Connor with the donation. Appreciate it, man. How about Boston Scott on that kickoff return, man? That was really impressive. Come on, Brian. Better calls there. Only got it. Hell yeah, JJ's the best. Love you, Connor. Thanks so much for the donation, dude. It means a lot. They waited for an hour to call it. Gosh, he was in by just 2 yards. Robert's here. He says, go Fins. What's going on, Robert? How you doing? How's your night going so far? My name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ. We're going to take a very quick sip of water. How much time do we have before the half is over? 3:10. Oh, Rangers are up 3-1 in the top of the 5th. Oh, boy. Evan Carter, man, he's been quite a story. Frick you, Robert. Go Birds. We welcome all people on here, man. That's how we do it. That's how we roll. Smash the like button and hit that subscribe button. We need 9 more likes to get to the 50 mark. Let's get to the 50 mark. Algo people, do your thing. If you guys want this channel to be up there with all the other great Philly content creators, all you got to do is just smash that like button. That's all you got to do. Larry says that he liked the Adrian Peterson record 296 yards game, where he also scored 3 touchdowns, and that was against the San Diego Chargers. And the Chargers returned a field goal attempt 108 yards. Oh, my gosh. So all the way towards the back of the end zone? That's impressive. That is really, really awesome. Also, you mentioned something about a sporting event here in London. Yeah, next year the Phillies are going to be playing in London against the Mets. It's in June. Yeah, you going to the game? 17-3, Eagles lead with 3:10 left in the second quarter. Eagles have dominated the time of possession. They've had the ball for 19 minutes and 17 seconds. And have been able to run 35 plays and have gotten 178 yards. Elliott with the kickoff as it goes way up in the air, all the way towards the end zone. It is caught, taken all the way from the 5 to the 10, and it's going to go all the way to the 25. Had a really hard time of seeing where it was at the on the field, but Berrios is there to run it for 21 yards, and, well, they got 3 more yards than if he would have just called a fair catch there. No, I have to change the logo. Originally, we were gonna do Pats games because I technically, fandom wise, I am a Pats fan, but you guys have encouraged me to do Eagles games. It's about you guys. That's what it's all about. I do have to change that though. Tua will get the snap, and this time it'll be a jet sweep to Tyreek Hill, and he gets 4 yards, and Kobe Dean there to make the tackle, but Fletcher Cox is down. That's not a good sign for the Eagles, of course. Fletcher Cox has had an incredible Hall of Fame career. We can talk all about it, all that we want, and just admire his greatness, as he certainly got banged up on that play. Cox is 32 years old. Super Bowl champ, of course, 3-time second-team All-Pro, and he is down right there. You hope that he's going to be all right. A 6-time Pro Bowler, made it from 2015 all the way to 2020. So the clock stops at 2:51. It'll be second down for the Dolphins. Should be about 2nd and 6. So the ball is taken all the way to the Miami 32-yard line. So Cox, let's see how he got injured here. I think he got tripped up on the play. Can't tell who that was. It was Robert Hunt that tripped him up right there. This is his 12th season, as he does get back up, and he'll head over towards the sideline. He's getting checked out by the trainer, so hopefully he's okay, because the Eagles certainly do need him. 2nd down and 6 yards to go. Clock running. Can the Eagles get the ball back? Don't know. 2:40 left to go. Tua with a backwards pass all the way to Tyreek Hill, and Hill's taken down. Oh, boy. What a nice play. Is that Jalen Carter? Nope, it was Josh Sweat that was there to make the tackle. So Tua was able to make the pass to Tyreek Hill, and Tyreek Hill, it was for... There is a flag on the play. I'm a little bit confused on why the flag was there. But it was a backwards pass, a lateral, if you will. And they may call a flag on Jalen Carter because he made a really bad push there on Austin Jackson, the offensive lineman for the Miami Dolphins. They're going to call offsetting penalties, okay? They will say roughing, unnecessary roughness from Jalen Carter, and then unnecessary roughness on Austin Jackson. So no play there. It's just 3rd and 13 with 2:28 left in the second quarter. Clock running down as it starts to move again. 2:22 left in the first half. 15 seconds left on the play clock. Tua just left alone in the backfield. 3 receivers to the left, and somebody was moving on the Eagles. And while a flag is underway, lots of flags were thrown. It should be a false start for 5 yards. Should be on Cotton. Oh, they're going to say it's on the Miami Dolphins. So Cotton gets called for the false start there. I didn't see him move. I thought I saw somebody else on the Eagles' defensive line move there, but I guess not. So it's 3rd and 18. It's a 5-yard penalty, and that sets them back another 5 yards. So that puts them back at the 20. Tua, he's looking deep. He fires downfield. It's caught and taken out of bounds by Cedric Wilson. He catches that one for 30 yards, and the 2-minute warning is underway. Again, Darius Slay supposed to be on him, and just not being able to take his man and deflect that football away from him. He could not stay in front of him, and Cedric Wilson with a nice pass from Tua Tagovailoa is able to make the catch, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Ball will be spotted at the Miami 49 when we return. Halfway through a 10 already. Ain't that the team that was deflating balls, says Connor. Yes. More cowbell, says Jamie. Fins keep going backwards on offense. Yeah, well, there they were able to get 30 yards. Any good scary movies I recommend? I'm not really a scary movie type of a person. That's not really the best question for me. I do want to watch, though, a scary movie on Halloween, unless the Phillies play. But maybe the Phillies, if the Phillies do play on Halloween, then that might be scary in itself. You know, because we wouldn't know like what to expect if it's like a game 6 or a game 5. I don't know. No pressure. None. No pressure on Cedric Wilson. Wide open. Again, Sean Desai struggling with the secondary. And again, I understand that they have personnel and guys on the field that are injured, right? Because that does play a factor too. But at the same time, you got to be better. Howie's going to have to probably make a move at the trade deadline to get another safety, somebody in the nickel, or just another cornerback. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's tough. CJ was a big loss. My mom is a Phillies fan, and my dad is a Mets fan, so yeah, I'm going. That sounds good, dude. Yeah, no, you should definitely go to one of those games next year. I think it's on June 9th and 10th, or 10th and 11th that they play out there. Something like that. Anyhow. Oh, boy. If you're new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph. 3rd and 18. You got to do something. Yep, 3rd and 18. We're definitely going to talk about that. 3rd and 18. And yet, no pressure on Cedric Wilson. He's just left wide open. There was like nobody home on him. Nobody. Oh, boy. No coach's challenger allowed in the last 2 minutes of each half. 1:56 left to go in the second quarter as the 2-minute warning is up. Tua will get the snap, looks over towards his left, fires it, and it will be caught by Berrios, and he just gets past what is the 30-yard line, so he gets taken down at the Philadelphia 29. Or at the 44, I should say. So Berrios is taken down by Sidney Brown. Hasn't had a whole lot of action today, so was able to make a tackle right there. 1:28 left. Clock still running. It's 2nd and 3 at the Philadelphia 44-yard line. Waddle in motion. Tua gets the snap again. Looks downfield and finds Tyreek Hill, and he'll get it at the Philadelphia 25-yard line. So that pass is there for 15 yards, and they're not going to spike it or anything. 1 minute left to go. 1st and 10 at the 29. Tua again gets it. He'll look over towards his left, and he is able to find a receiver who just gets out of bounds with 50 seconds left. It's Jeff Wilson, so he catches that one for 4 yards, and the ball will be spotted at the Philadelphia 25. So Tua on this drive is 5 for 5 with 59 passing yards. Did he just get over the 100 mark? He did. He has 102 passing yards in just this first half so far. 50 seconds left on the play clock. And here's the snap. Tua gets it, and he tries to go down center, and he gets taken down by Smith. Oh, my goodness. Nice tackle there for a loss of 2. And the first time out is taken with 44 seconds. This time it's from Miami. Well, that was an incredible play by Smith, who was able to just make the tackle and come right behind, batter around Tua Tagovailoa. He was just sort of blindsided there, Tua. So Nolan Smith, the 30th overall pick by the Eagles in this year's draft. One of the Georgia Bulldogs that's able to step up. So the Eagles have 2 sacks today. One by Smith, the other one by Hassan Reddick. 45 seconds left in the first half. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Tua will have Raheem Mostert towards his left side. Tua gets the snap, play action. He goes all the way downfield, and it's caught by Tyreek Hill in the end zone. Oh, my goodness, what a dart that was. A bow and an arrow celebration by Tua. So Tyreek Hill is able to catch the touchdown as Tua threw it right down the hatchet. And Tyreek Hill catches that one for 27 yards. So Tyreek Hill today, 8 receptions for 65 yards. And he just caught a 27-yard touchdown just in the end zone. It's now 17-9 with 39 seconds left in the second quarter. Sanders going out there for the extra point. Ball is spotted. Kick is up, and it's good. And the Eagles just lead it now by a touchdown. They'll get the ball back with 39 seconds to go in the first half. Can they march downfield again or get into field goal range? That remains to be seen. But Tua Tagovailoa was able to put together a nice drive, and Tyreek Hill is able to catch the touchdown, and he goes into a caught sleeping position. as he celebrates in the end zone. All right, sip of water time. Ugh. Guys, comment down below if you know any other people that are alive right now, because what we'll do in halftime is we'll go over and raid their chat. That's exactly what we'll do. So if you know anybody that's live right now, comment their link down, or pin their link down below, and we'll go over there. And we'll do that during halftime. Man, that catch was pretty nice. Not gonna lie. That was a pretty nice catch. And also hit that like button. We need 8 more likes to get to the 50 mark. Let's do it. Come on, Sean. Again, no coverage. How is a 3rd and 18? How do you convert on that, man? With no pressure. That dude, Philly Mike, I don't like him much, says Mike Green. We don't have to rate him, but I'm sure he is a lot. Well, actually, wait, Philly Mike? We can rate Philly Mike. We can rate on over. I don't know who else is live, but if you find anybody else that's live right now, let me know down below, and we'll go over to their chat and we'll rate them. That's what we'll do. We started this 101 minutes ago? Has it really been that long? It's been over an hour? Yeah, I guess so. Time is at 8:42, 9:42 p.m. Eastern time. This has been a long game. Ugh. All right. How many people do we have on here live? 39 people watching. Hello to all those 39 people on here watching. All right, so the Eagles, they try to get something going here. There's Jeffrey Lurie, chairman and the CEO of the Eagles. Big owner for the team. So Sanders with the kickoff. It goes way up into the air, over towards the end zone. And it is caught and actually goes over the head of everybody. And the Eagles will set up shop at the 25. So Jalen Hurts is going to go back out there on offense for the Eagles. So far this season, coming into today, he's completed 141 passes for 213 attempts for 1,542 yards. They'll set up shop at the 25. Hurts gets the snap, play action pass as he's looking, and he'll get sacked and taken all the way down by the Dolphins defense. Oh my goodness. There to make the tackle is Jalen Phillips, and that's for a loss of 10. And the Eagles are not even going to take a timeout here. It'll be 2nd and 20. Man, that sack was absolutely a killer. He was looking deep, and then Slater and Phillips were there to make the tackles as they celebrate, and the clock winds down, and that's going to do it in the first half. So the Eagles lead at 17-10, and the Dolphins will be receiving the football when we start off the second half. So that's what's going to happen. There's Mike McDaniel, who's been doing an awesome job coaching the Miami Dolphins. Fewest points and fewest yards in a first half in regards to his offense. All right. Let's find here's another YouTube channel that is a Philadelphia fan like you. Okay. Oh, they call me Jay? Yeah, we can go right over to her channel. Let's do it. All right, so let's go over to her channel. Let's go say hi. Let's go do that. All right. So we're going to go over and we're going to say play-by-play with JJ Raid. We love you, Jay. That's what we're going to do. You mean to tell me three of the best receivers and not one can get open? Do you think he's going backwards? He's only looking to one receiver. Yeah. What's up, Jay? How you doing? They call me Jay too. That's funny. What's up, Jay Thompson? Jay Thompson, we love you, brother. Hopefully you're doing well and hopefully you're having a great night. Rangers are winning against the Astros 3-1. That's in the bottom of the 6th inning. They call me Jay too. All right, let's go over to They Call Me Jay's channel. All right, that's what we're going to do right now. We'll mute her tab. She has 19 people on there watching. Play by play. I see we got FS Pod over there. What's up, Jay? Just wanted to raid to show you some love and raid to your channel. Oh, wait. Let me see.
Woo!
What'd she say?
Got a tight one here.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, she's...
Got
Oh,
another
she's...
Jay. What up? How's it going?
Another Jay. Jay Thompson's the man. Oh, man. What'd she say? Oh, wait. I muted the wrong one.
Hell yeah. What?
There we go. You guys are the best, man. Wait, what'd she say?
You guys are awesome. Thank you. I'm a little mad about this game so far. Yeah, it's been a little. I mean, I'm over here fuming about our offensive play calling.
Oh man, I should probably do this from my phone because I don't want to get like any sort of audio strike or anything like that. I just like wanted to hear like what she has to say though. Let me do this from my phone. You guys are the best. We're going over and we're rating They Call Me Jay's channel. There's 21 people on there now. That's good.
Toto's awake. You want to say hi?
Oh, that's her doggy? Oh, he's a cute doggy. Toto is so cute. Oh, she's so cute. What was? I'm with you on that, Jay. I'm with you on that. They call me Jay too. Aw.
I mean, the secondary. That's why somebody was. I mean, listen, I'm not the best with all of the scheming and stuff like that. So I
Right.
don't know. But
I'm with you on that, Jay. Oh, you guys are the best, man. We had to show Jay some love. She does great content, man. She really does. I have a lot of respect for her. She definitely knows her stuff. She's always there for Phillies games, and she always does Eagles football as well. You should really check out her videos. She does an awesome job, and like it's a different style. She does more like watch party style, but like she'll deliver the play-by-play. She's kind of like Rising Rhino in a sense, but yeah, I like her a lot. All right, I gotta head back. But we love you, Jay. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, what was that 3rd and goal? Like what was that? I didn't know what that is. Yeah, the QB draw, that sucked. That really sucked. All right. Well, if you guys are still tuning into my channel, we got 27 people on here. Pretty cool stuff. My name is Jason. This is Play by Play with JJ. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. And turn on those notification bell icons so that way you know when I upload. We do Eagles football, we do Phillies baseball, 76ers basketball, and Flyers hockey. We're not doing Flyers or Sixers, though, until the Phillies season is done because they just got started, and it's just a lot to do. So we're still doing the Eagles because that's not really much of a time commitment. They just play on Sundays, you know. But, yes, Astros have narrowed the lead. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, that stinks. All right, cool. Thank you guys for coming on there and rating, man. That was really, really nice. I totally forgot that she was live right now, and I have a lot of respect for her. So, you know, it's good to show her some love because, you know, she's done that for our channel a couple of times too. And would like to help her get to 1,000 subscribers. You know, that'd be really cool. All right, let's take a sip of water. Ugh. Is anybody actually looking forward to the Sixers season this year? Are you looking forward to Sixers basketball? Because somebody actually messaged me the other day, and I'm not going to lie. They were like, oh, I'm so excited about this season, you know, and seeing Joel Embiid and seeing Tyrese Maxey out there, seeing what they can do. And, like, I'm excited about Tyrese Maxey's growth, but, like, just overall for this season, I don't know how you can be excited because you don't know if Harden's going to play. And even if Harden does play, you know, are they going back to another second-round exit? How are they better? You know? Like, Nick Nurse is a great coach, and I love Nick Nurse, and I think that he'll be a really good fit, but, like, I don't think that like, moves the needle, you know? They need another star player, and they need their star players to show up in big-time games. You know? That's how I feel about it, and I know that that's pretty much the consensus about how a lot of people do feel too, but the fact that somebody just messaged me the other day and was like, yo, like, I'm so excited for the basketball season, I'm really not, and this is why I'm taking, you know, the highs for the Phillies and the highs for the Eagles right now, because once the Phillies are done, then we got to come back down to earth and come back down to reality and watch two teams that, you know, one team is going to get better, and the one team is in the rebuilding process, and that's the Flyers, and that'll be cool to see. I mean, so far they're doing a pretty good job with what they've been able to do, but yeah. You got in our chat too? Nice. I saw that. I saw that you were on there. We had a good crowd, man. We're definitely getting some really good crowds on here, and I was happy that we were able to raid her channel. What's up, Flame Prods? Appreciate you for coming on here, man. I hope you're having yourself a great night. Eagles are winning 17-10. They're in halftime right now. Let's talk a little bit about those birds, because really my biggest takeaways from the first half right now are the fact that the defensive coordinating just continues to provide a lot of question marks. You know, if Tyreek Hill beats you, okay, and if he's getting to his spot and he's able to, you know, he's getting covered by Darius Slay, he's getting covered by, he's getting covered by all these other guys in the secondary. Like, that's one thing, because Tyreek Hill is an excellent receiver and his footwork is unmatched. But when he's catching these wide open passes, you know, and there's no contest, there's nobody on him, you know, tagging along with him or just attached to him like a glue stick, then how can you be pleased with the defense in regards to, the coverage and the man-to-man coverage? You can't do that. You know, they're playing a lot of zone defense. That's what it is. And they're just not staying on their guys. I can't be happy with that. You know, you tip your cap if they beat you and they're making these incredible acrobatic catches, but that's not how it is. So the defensive coordinating just has to do a much better job. I also thought that the offensive play calling, again, continues to be very questionable too. Why on earth when you're in the red zone, on the very first drive, okay, Jalen goes down the field. You get Dallas Goedert involved. He gets you 2 15-yard gains right there, and you're at the 9. And on third down, you have the audacity to run a QB sneak up the middle when you're at like the 8-yard line. What's that? What's that about? I don't know. You can't just settle for the 3. You got to go for the 6, man. You got to get into the end zone. I was so confused on that play calling right there. But yeah, and Miami's making some silly mistakes too. On that second drive by the Eagles, there was a time where, the roughing the passer call, that penalty really set up the Miami defense for a long drive for the Eagles, and they just weren't able to hold them there, and that did not help them at all either. So, Eagles were actually able to take advantage of that. Tip your cap to them. Devontae Smith had a really nice catch up in the air, being double covered, and that was nice. But other than that, it really hasn't really been too impressive in regards to my eyes. But they're winning the game, and that's what matters. But you got to go out there. You got to set the tone defensively. And Jordan Davis, I'd like to see him get a little bit more involved, and hopefully he can get some more sacks there. But good for Hassan Reddick. You know what I'm saying? Good for him for getting his hand into the cookie jar and getting to the quarterback and getting past those trenches, because that was big as well. Absolutely huge. Flame, it's me, FS. Smart three-step drop for... I didn't see what that said. Missed that. All right, we're going to the start of the third quarter. 17-10 Eagles. Hurts had his 13th career game with a passing and a rushing touchdown. It's the third most since 2000. How about Tua with 16 straight games with a touchdown pass? That's the second longest current streak. So lots of really cool graphics and cool fun facts for both of these quarterbacks that played for Alabama. And we're underneath an incredible tree, with Alabama being arguably one of the best colleges for football, if not the best and most notable. So Elliott with a kickoff as we get started with the second half. And there's a big return here. It's taken all the way down at the 27-yard line. It'll be Berrios again on the return. What time is it? It's 10 o'clock your time, 9 o'clock my time. Cool. So Tua Tagovailoa is going to go out there for another drive. He's 13 for 16 today in the passing game with 129 passing yards, 1 touchdown, and his rating today is at 121, which was even higher than his rating last week. Eagles were able to get a 24-yard field goal in the first quarter. Sanders was then able to get a 40-yard field goal to tie it back 3-3, as Tua will get the snap, and Mostert will try to run up the middle, and only just gets maybe about a yard there. Actually got 2. They're going to give him 2. So Mostert has lost 6 yards today rushing on 4 attempts. So they've really not been able to get the ground game involved. FS Podcast. That's who it is. All right, Tua left alone in the backfield. 3 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. Tua gets the snap, fires it up the middle, and it's caught. And it's taken by Tyreek Hill. Sidney Brown there to make the tackle. But Tyreek Hill gets a 17-yard reception. And again, nobody on him. No pressure whatsoever. It looked like James Bradbury was supposed to be his man and then just lost him. And credit Tyreek Hill for the footwork there and just being able to separate himself and be able to catch that one on the line. But still, got to start double-teaming him. He has 9 receptions for 82 yards. Tua will fake the handoff, and there's a little jet sweep that's taken all the way by Mostert there, and he gets 7 yards. It was a nice play. So he had to run all the way around in a circle towards his left side, and he got 7 yards there. And Fletcher Cox, who's back into the ball game, he got injured in the first half. He's able to come out of the second half, and Mostert was actually also able to get by and break somebody's ankles as well. All right. Wilson in motion. As Tua will get the snap, will hand it off to Mostert again as he stiffs arms his way to get a first down right up the middle. Zach Cunningham there to make the tackle, but the Dolphins will move the sticks, and they'll have the football at the 43-yard line. So Raheem Mostert had a loss of 7 before this half even started. And now it's 5 rushing yards on 6 attempts. So it's a 1st and 10 at the Miami 43, or at the Philadelphia 43, I should say. Excuse me. Tua gets the snap. He's in the pocket, throws over towards his right, and getting taken down just before the line of scrimmage by Hassan Reddick. It'll be Ahmed who's able to catch that one. That was his first target and his first reception, and just gets about a yard. So they'll spot the football at the 42. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I don't know what want Hill to do, but he's also my fantasy, so I need him to, says Pink Boy. What's up, Pink Boy? Thanks for coming on here, man. We're with 11:38 left to go in the third quarter. Tua, again, will get the snap. He looks over towards his left. He finds Tyreek Hill, and Hill's going to sneak his way through all the way to get a first down. Got 10 yards or so, but there is a flag on the play. They're going to call an offensive holding. It'll be on Jermaine Hill, and that's going to set them back, I believe. So Hill gets called for the penalty, and there's another penalty there on the Miami Dolphins offense. Eagles have no penalties today. All 7 penalties coming from Miami. So the clock continues to run down. It's 2nd and 18 as that set them back a long way. Is the throw by Tua. It's incomplete. Almost on the money to Ahmed again as he was running down the far sideline and just bobbled the catch. It was a little bit out in front of him. I actually thought it was a good pass by Tua, but Ahmed just wasn't able to make the read properly. Tua, I think Ahmed actually took a step too quickly, or he was a step ahead of Tua on that pass. So it's 3rd and long, 3rd and 18. Waddle in motion. Tua will get the snap, and he'll find, this time it'll be Mostert, and Mostert just gets 6 yards or so, and it's going to be a 4th and long, as Zach Cunningham is there to make the tackle. So the ball will be spotted at the Miami 49-yard line. Again, Zach Cunningham doing a good job on this drive defensively. This is a guy who has done a pretty good job at just, being able to cover receivers, but also, being able to go into the front and just do whatever he can to stuff players down. What's up, Dr. IQ? So we have a flag on the play here as special teams is coming out. It'll be a false start on Campbell. So Jake Bailey out there to punt. And again, Britton Covey. It will be the punt returner for the Eagles. 10:20 left to go with the clock still running down in the third quarter. And here's the high punt over towards the 14-yard line. And it will bounce out of bounds. And where are they going to say that the ball is? Can't necessarily tell. It's going to be at the Philadelphia 5. Wow, what a great punt that was. And we have a timeout taken at 10:12 left to go in the third. Thank goodness. Doc, quick, give Eagles offense CPR, says Larry. 4th and 17 is such beautiful numbers to see when your team is playing defense. Well, when your front seven's playing defense because, the secondary, man, just not having a good day at the office. What's up, Tracy? How you doing, Tracy? Thanks for coming on here. If you guys are new to the channel, let me introduce myself. My name is Jason. I'm a sports broadcaster from South Jersey. I really can't speak tonight. I'm having some problems with that. I think that the cat bit my tongue. But anyhow, I call Eagles football, Sixers basketball, Flyers hockey, and Phillies games on here. And I've been having a really good time doing this for 10 months. It's been a blast. I went to school for broadcasting, and I've enjoyed every single bit of being here on YouTube. I've been told by so many people that you just got to get reps. You have to get reps, and it's really hard to get reps when you're working in bigger markets. So you got to take a chance on yourself, and you have to bet on yourself. And so that's why we started this YouTube channel, and we've been really trying to grow our following and invest a lot of time into it because we believe in ourselves, and we want to just grow the family. So that's what we do, and that's why we love doing this, man. It's been a blast. Hit the like button and hit that subscribe button. We need 6 more likes to get to the 50 mark. Let's get to it. Come on. What are you guys waiting for? Cheers. Tracy says, I'm doing good. I'm happy that you're doing good, because that's great. That is absolutely awesome. Lane Johnson, that was his first sack allowed since 2020. I didn't see that. So the Eagles are going to have to set up shop at the 5-yard line, at their own 5. So they have to get 95 yards on this drive if they want to get into the end zone. So Lane Johnson, a 2-time first-team All-Pro selection, and a 4-time Pro Bowler as well. Hurts and company back out there on the offensive side for the Eagles. They're going from right to left. Hurts will get the snap. He looks over towards his right, throws it, and it's caught by A.J. Brown. He loses the ball, but it was just out of bounds. So A.J. Brown will get 9 yards there, racked up. Kohu there to make the tackle. And it should be a 2nd and 1 at the Philadelphia 14. That punt that was made by Sanders or by Jake Bailey was really, really good. Now you're over 1,400 subs. Absolutely, man. So it'll be 2nd and inches. That's what they're going to say. There's Nick Sirianni, the head coach for the Philadelphia Eagles, in his Kelly green uniform. Looks pretty good with the sweater on. 9 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's 2nd and inches, and Jalen Hurts will try to get a first down here. He's 13 for 16 in the passing game with 152 yards. He gets the snap. He'll hand it off to Swift, and Swift runs up the middle, and that's good enough for a first down. He gets 4 yards racked up there, and he'll take it all the way to the 18 in Philadelphia territory. Baker and Holland there to make the tackle, and the Eagles will move those sticks. Like how they're able to get back to the ground game. You kind of want to, set that up, especially early on in this half here. DeAndre only 10 attempts, and he has 35 rushing yards. His longest today is only 7. He was able to get 4 that time. Hurts gets set. Sets up. Pressure's coming. He escapes one tackle, and he'll slide down. He actually would have been probably taken down for a loss of 5, but instead it's just a loss of 3. So Sealer there to make the tackle. He just escaped the one guy and just zigzagged his way up the middle, and then just squatted down and that was the right move. So Long Jr. doing a good job of just providing that pressure. He was able to break free. Couldn't tell if that was Kelsey trying to make the block or if it was Opeta. I think he just got through Opeta. So it's 2nd and 13. Clock's still running. 8:13 left in the third quarter. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts will get the snap. Fires it towards his right. Finds A.J. Brown. And Brown will just get in between the 22 and 23 hash marks. Well, the Dolphins are missing Xavier Howard and Jalen Ramsey. And there's Jalen Ramsey on the sideline, a 6-time Pro Bowler. He's been an absolutely incredible cornerback throughout his career. Played with Jacksonville. Also was able to win a Super Bowl as well with the LA Rams. So it's 3rd and 5. Smith in motion. Goes over towards his left. 2 receivers to the left and 3 to the right. Hurts gets the snap. Fires it. It was towards A.J. Brown. And it's incomplete. Great defense as the double coverage was coming. And Brown was running a slant. And Eli Apple there to put pressure on Brown. And was able to keep up with his footwork. And that's not so easy to do. So it should just be, I believe, it's not a 3 and out, but it should be 4th and 5 now. And Mann is going to go out there to punt the football for the first time tonight. There's the punt. It goes all the way towards the 20, and it'll be caught, taken all the way to the 30, and to the 35-yard line, and that's where the Dolphins will begin their drive. Berrios there to get a couple of yards. And the clock stops, and we have a timeout called at 7:12 left to go. All right, we're in the bottom of the 7th of the Houston game. Wow. It's crazy. Oh, boy. 7:12 left. Braden Mann with a pretty good punt, too. I totally forgot something. I apologize about this, guys. We forgot to do our Eagles trivia question during halftime. Totally forgot about that. That's what we're going to do right now. Ready for this? All right. So we're going to do something that's we're going to ask 2 questions today. All right. So here's what we're going to ask. So our first question that we're going to ask for our Eagles trivia question is this. All right. Who did the Eagles lose to in the 2004 Super Bowl? That's the first one that we're going to ask. We're going to have 2 questions today. So comment your answers down below. And if you get the question right, this is what you'll hear. If you get the question wrong, this is what you'll hear. So, yeah. So, first question is, which team did the Eagles lose to in 2004? Justin says the Pats. Larry says the Pats. And that is correct. Okay. Second question that I'm going to ask you is this. Okay. Which pick was Donovan McNabb? And what year was he selected by the Eagles? Okay. Which pick was he? And which year did the Eagles select him? I remember that Super Bowl. I was in kindergarten, says Justin, and it was crazy, but unfortunately we lost. Yes. So comment down below. Which year did McNabb get selected and which pick? So here comes Tua and company, as he'll just hand it off that time. And It'll be the Raheem Mostert, and Mostert's going to rack up 21 yards as he runs down the near sideline and will just run out of bounds. Edmonds was going to make the tackle, but Mostert was like, I'm just going to run out of bounds. 1996. 94. Second overall pick. That part of the question is correct, but it was not 96 that he was drafted. So that was a gain of 21 yards, and the Dolphins are able to move the sticks. 6:28 left in the third. 4 seconds left on the play clock. Tua will fake the handoff, and this time Mostert actually will run for it. He tried to fake the pass, and Mostert is there to get another 15 yards. So Mostert, now with 42 rushing yards, again, a guy that had a loss of 7 in the first half and is now 42. He was able to gain 49. 95. Rick Williams got drafted first by the Dolphins, I'm pretty sure, or third. Definitely got the baseball voice. It's strange to hear you commenting football, but I love it, says Jake. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. 17-10 Eagles. And here's Tua with the snap again. He'll find Tyreek Hill towards the left side, and he gets taken down just between the hash marks. Taken all the way to the 23. So James Bradbury there to make the tackle. And Sean Ahmed and company will set back up, so it's 2nd and 5. Clock still running. It'll go down to 5:18. 1999, says Justin. There you go. There you go. Everybody's just going to Google it, says Ellen. Yes, 1999. That's when Donovan McNabb was selected. 2nd overall pick. Tua again will hand it off, this time to Mostert. Or to Ahmed, excuse me. And he just gets 2 yards there. Milton Williams and Derek Barnett are there to stuff him down. 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and short. There's Mike McDaniel, the head coach for the Miami Dolphins. Not so happy with how his offense has come out to play in this second half so far, even though they have dominated the clock. Got to just try to find a way to get into the end zone. So 4:25 left. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Ball spotted at the 22. Tua gets the snap, fires it down the middle. It is caught, but losing the football is Tyreek Hill. He tries to get on top of it, and nobody can get on top of it. Oh, my goodness. He just lost the football, but they're going to say it was incomplete. Thought he had it, and then he just dropped it. I don't know what caused him to drop it. There was no contact whatsoever. It literally just bounced off of his knee. They didn't rule him. They didn't rule it as incomplete at first. But he certainly would have had a wide open lane to the end zone, and he would have gotten there with ease, but literally just butterfingers. And it's now 4th and 3, so they're going to stay out there, the offense. Hill in motion, goes from right to left. Tua in the backfield. He'll get the snap. He fires it towards his left side, and it's incomplete. Are there any flags on the play? No. So the Eagles will get the ball back, and the Dolphins turn it over on downs with 4:08 left in the third quarter, and somehow the Eagles are able to get by with the Dolphins not scoring any points on the board. Can you believe that? Bradbury, it's some pretty good, I'm surprised that they didn't call a face mask in there, but that probably should have been a flag. But whatever. Eagles get the ball back. We need 5 more legs to get to 50. What the heck just happened? Literally, Tyreek Hill was wide open. He caught it, and then it literally just bounced off of his knee, and they ruled it as incomplete. I thought maybe it was just a fumble, and then the ball was battered around in the end zone and just went out of bounds. Nobody could get to it. Mike Green says that was the McNabb draft. Ricky was drafted by the Saints. There we go. Yeah, they did. My bad, huh? For some reason, I thought he played for the Dolphins. What's up, Justin? How you doing? Let's take a sip of water. Ugh. I got a little bit of a runny nose tonight. Eagles have had 15 first downs today. They're 3 for 8 on third down as well. Both teams are actually 3 for 8 on third down. The Eagles really just dodged a bullet there. It really did. Ugh. Justin says playing a lot of golf. I'm stupid. I thought it was the 49ers, says Flame Frauds. McNabb went 2. He was 2, not 1. He wasn't the first overall pick, my guy. He was the second overall pick. He did play for the Dolphins eventually, says Larry. Not McNabb. What's up, Shady? Thanks for coming on here, man. All right, the Rangers are up 3-2. Okay, come on. We need the Rangers to win. We want there to be a Game 7 tomorrow because that way the Phillies can just play earlier in the day. I really don't want to have to wait until like 10 o'clock at night to pack. I really don't. Saints traded. Okay, we're talking about Ricky. Okay, gotcha. Eagles lead at 17-10 with 4:08 left in the third frame. They have the football here as they got the Dolphins to turn it over on downs. The throw by Jalen Hurts, and it is a turnover there, and Baker is there to go into the end zone for a touchdown. It was actually intercepted, literally intercepted. And Jalen Hurts gets a turnover there. It's a pick 6 by the Dolphins, and it's now 17-16. Oh, my goodness. Hurts faked the handoff. The ball was blocked and then just caught by Baker. And Baker got a 22-yard pick 6. And it's now 17-16. Extra point coming by Sanders. Ball spotted, then the kick is good. And we have another timeout on the field with 4:02 left to go in the third quarter. That is just absolutely a killer. That was a lucky deflection. That is definitely a killer. So in case you're just tuning in, 1st and 99. Nope. 2nd and 99. Look it up. Donovan McNabb was the second pick. Went to Syracuse and was selected 2nd overall. Nope, he was second, my guy. Says it right here. Says it right here, dude. I come on with facts. That's what I always tried to do, guys. He was the second pick in 99. The first one was Tim Couch. Tim Couch was selected by the Cleveland Browns. And then the second pick was Donovan McNabb by the Eagles. And then Achilles Smith was taken by the Bengals as the 3rd overall pick. Dr. IQ says, look at my answer, 99. Yeah, it's second. You said first. You said the first pick. Ricky was the 5th pick. Ricky Williams was the 5th pick by the Saints. Yeah. Edgar and James was taken by the Colts as the 4th overall pick. Then you had Torrey Holt taken 6th by the St. Louis Rams. That's what happened. Yeah. Eagles made the right choice. I see you, Mike. Yes, in 1999 he was drafted. Yes. But you said first. He was not the first overall pick. He was the second pick. Yes. 4:02 left in the third quarter, and we're all tied up at 17 in knots at the link. Both teams, the Dolphins and the Eagles, are 5-1. I only knew that McNabb was the second. Yep. Learn something new every day. All right, kickoff is coming up. Sanders will kick it for 65 yards, and the Eagles will set things up at the 25. Everyone wanted us to pick Ricky, says Justin. I remember that. There were people in the Philadelphia media. I think Howard Eskin was one of those people, too, that wanted him to take him. Derek who, says Mike Green? What do you mean, Derek? I didn't say Derek. All right, 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Hurts will get the snap, and he's just going to run up the middle, sneak his way up the middle, and he gets about 14 yards there. A couple of Dolphins got banged up on that play, though. Oh, boy. Let's see a replay of that. So Hurts scrambled for 12 yards, and then Long got injured during the play, and so was Holland as well. Oh, boy. They just collided with one another. And, well, I guess we have an injury timeout here with 3:50 left in the third quarter. If any running back that year you wanted to pick is the guy from Florida, forget his name. That was really tough. The running back? Are you talking about Edgar and James? Or Ricky Williams? Because they were both the top running backs that year. We need 4 more likes to get to 50. Let's do it. Let's get to the 50 mark, guys. So here's a funny story. Last year I went to, I don't know if you guys ever heard of sneaker ball. Okay, but sneaker ball is this event that they have. It's their goal is to raise money for charity, and the whole. It was started by Rodney McLeod, who was a safety for the Eagles, and his wife Erica. And the whole goal was to fund, education in Philadelphia, and fund different types of schools for, poor communities in Philly. And so they had the second annual event of this last year. And it was really nice. It was really cool. They raised a lot of money. And, a lot of Eagles showed up at this event. And it was just really, really awesome. Saw Jalen Hurts there. Hassan Reddick was there. Jordan Mailata was there. And Devontae Smith was there too, I believe. I believe I saw Devontae. So I'm waiting, for my friend. Shout out to her. Her name is Jen. I don't even know if she knows this full story. But I'm waiting for her. I'm trying to find her, and I'm texting her on my phone. This guy walks up to me, and he tells me that my shoe's untied. And I look up, and I couldn't find who it was. I looked at my left shoulder, couldn't see. Look over to my right, and this guy smiles and gives me a thumbs up. It was Darius Slay. Darius Slay tricked me. Told me that my shoe was untied, and he got me. And that was the day I met Darius Slay. All right, 1st and 10 for the Eagles, as Hurts will get the snap here. And he's looking deep, and he'll find Devontae Smith as he racks up 25 yards there. And Eli Apple is there to make the tackle. So Hurts was running in up the middle and then was able to find Devontae Smith. And how about that? Hurts now 15 for 20 in the passing game with 185 passing yards. Clock winding down to 2:50 left to go in the third quarter. Hurts again will get it, and he'll look over towards his left, and he'll find A.J. Brown, who's just a little bit shy of the first down marker. It'll be 2nd down. Ball spotted at the Miami 30-yard line. It's 2nd and 2. Clock still running with 2:30 left in the third quarter. We're all tied up at 17 in knots. Brown with 64 receiving yards today. Devontae Smith with 49. Hurts will feed Swift. There's nobody home at the middle, so he goes over toward the right, and he's able to get the first down there. DeAndre Swift with 3 yards, and Sealer there to make the tackle, and the ball will be at the 24 in Miami territory as the Eagles again move those chains. Clock still running with less than 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Hurts with DeAndre Swift in the backfield will get the snap. He'll have a short pass to DeAndre Swift, and he'll take it all the way to within the 25, and he dives to the 23. They're going to say it's at the Miami 24. So again, Hurts able to make something out of nothing, and DeAndre Swift putting defenders on skates. That's what he was able to do there. And lunged forward and hit the top of the turf. 5 plays and 51 yards on this drive by the Birds. 1:05 left in the third quarter. Hurts fires up the middle. It's incomplete. Almost picked. But Olamide Zaccheaus got his first target there and was not able to make the catch. He did play for the Dolphins after his pot incident. I missed that. JJ, the screen score isn't accurate. What does that mean? What do you mean the screen? Oh, my bad. All right, I'll change it. My bad. I have to refresh the page again. I've noticed that that's what Yahoo does after, like, the first one. That's a little bit weird. Hurts, again, will get the snap. He backs up, and will end up finding Dallas Goedert, and Goedert racks up 10 yards there. And the ball will be moved all the way to the Miami 14-yard line, and the Eagles are knocking on the door. And are about 4 yards away from getting into the red zone. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. I'll do it after the quarter's done. Or once there is a stoppage or a timeout. That's when I'll do it. My bad. Thanks for keeping your eye on that, man. 25 seconds to go in the third quarter. 7 seconds left on the play clock. 3 receivers to the right and 2 to the left. Hurts will get the snap, and he'll find A.J. Brown. And Brown goes into the end zone for a touchdown. He got by a couple of defenders, and there was a missed tackle. Forget who it was on, but there you go. The Eagles take the lead, and on 8 plays and on 75 yards, they're able to go up 23-17. Let's see. Hurts did a good job at finding Brown there. But Kohu was there to make the tackle and probably should have had him, but just missed him, and somehow Brown got by him. Extra point coming. Kick is up, and it's good. And with 15 seconds to go in the third quarter, the Eagles lead at 24-17. We got another donation. Thank you so much, Dingle Dongle. JJ, when are you coming back home? I'll be back home to visit in November. I should be back home on Tuesday. Tuesday morning, man. that's when I should be back home. I'd like to see you, dude. I know that you've been in Florida, so that would be really cool. That's awesome. All right, let me update this really quickly. All right, let's find the score. So, if you are new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Let's get to the 50 like mark if we have not done so already. We need 3 more likes to get to 50. Let's make sure that we, if you want our channel to be up there with, the top dogs like Philly Mike and all those other people, we got to just hit that thumbs up button, man. That's all that we got to do. All right, let me update this. I think that I can refresh this, right? No? I thought I could. Rangers have a 4-2 lead? Nice. Very nice. All right, let's do it now. Oops. Okay. Go to a Flyers or Sixers game if they're playing home on those dates. Yeah, man, we'll talk about that. That'd be really cool. I'd love to see you, and I'd love to catch up with you. There we go. All right, scoreboard's back up and running. Good. Let's rock and roll, says Kevin DeCoon. Man, look at all their notes. Look at all those spotting charts that they have there on the high home camera. 9 seconds to go as we start off the third quarter. And the Dolphins have the football here. But there's the Tua got a little bit confused on the play. Thought maybe a timeout was called. And can't tell who it was, if it was Mostert that was able to get on top of the ball or not. But there's a flag on the play. For sure. So with 9 seconds to go in the third quarter. Let's see what the flag is. Let's see what they're going to call here. They're going to say a timeout was called by Miami. Is that what it really was? Wow. So 9 seconds to go, and we're in the third quarter. Miami did call their first timeout. Tua with a fake handoff, throws it up the middle, and it is caught by Jalen Waddle, who hasn't had a whole lot of action today. He gets 14 yards, and the ball will be spotted at the Miami 45-yard line, and that's the end of the third quarter. So we go to the fourth. All right, I'm going to take a very, very quick step off. I will be right back in just a few moments. I have not taken a break tonight, and I'll be right back. All right, there we go. Good. Astros have the bases loaded. With 1 out, too. Kyle Tucker's up. Leclerc on the mound. Ooh, what a game that is. Come on, Rangers. Please help out JJ here. I really don't want to have to be the later game. Rather be the early game. Who was injured and just got shut back into the game? Fletcher Cox. Who got injured? Fletcher Cox got injured in the first half and came back in the second half. Oh, we just reached 50. Let's go. Nice job. Trying to keep the energy down a little bit because, my, My sister just got back, and I want her to sleep really, really well. So we're trying to keep the energy down a little bit. Because they had a long day. They've had a long trip. So. Who was injured and came back? I was injured. I wasn't injured. I just took a timeout. But now I'm back. 24-17. That's what the Eagles have the advantage of. Oh, Jalen Waddle. He hurt his back. All right, we're starting off the fourth period. The fourth and final period of this game. So Tua Tagovailoa is 19 for 25 with 172 passing yards. This time we'll hand it off to Mostert, and he gets 3 yards, but Darius Slay's there to make the tackle. And the ball will be spotted at the 48-yard line in Miami territory. So they got 3 yards. It will be 2nd and 7. Remember, the Dolphins have 2 timeouts left. Eagles, of course, have all 3 of theirs. The Eagles certainly could use a stop. There's Darius Slay, a 5-time Pro Bowl selection. He was 2017 first-team All-Pro selection. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Tua gets the snap, and a false start is called as lots of flags are being thrown on the field. It'll be on Austin Jackson, one of the offensive line members of the Miami Dolphins. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty, and it should be now 2nd and 12 as they get set back at the Miami 43. Brendan Graham did a good job there at just providing the pressure, too, and getting into Tua's face as he started to chirp a little bit. 9 penalties by the Dolphins, none on the Eagles. Tua again gets the snap, and he tries to find Tyreek Hill, and it's battered off of his hands and incomplete. Clock stops at 14:13. So it'll be 3rd and long. Rick's doing a good job of covering Tyreek Hill that time. Hasn't really had his name called a whole lot. Rick's, that is, but Tyreek doing a good job Rick's doing a good job at just staying on Tyreek Hill. 3rd and 12, 5 seconds to go on the play clock. Tua again gets the snap, fires up the middle. It's caught. And being taken down is Jalen Waddle, and Waddle's there to get a first down. Waddle got 12 yards there. Terrell Edmonds there to make the tackle again. Looked like a slant route that he just ran right up the middle as he was able to zigzag his way into first down territory just at the 45-yard line. So Tua has completed 20 of his 27 passes. Tagovailoa in motion again. Runs downfield and then throws it. And it's caught by Jeff Wilson Jr. Who's able to get 19 yards. Cedric Wilson Jr. That was a nice catch, too, by number 11. And Tua rolled over towards his left, was able to find a hole, and he attacked. So 1st and 10 at the Philadelphia 26. Tua will get the snap, and he already immediately gets taken down for a loss of 3 yards by Jalen Carter. Carter hasn't really had his number called tonight, but was able to make a nice stop there. He was just able to get through the defensive zone, and Tagovailoa just sat down and was like, I'm not even going to worry about this big man coming after me. The Dolphins have completed 86% of their shift motion passes. Tua with a bad snap. He gets to it, though, and he fires it, and it's complete, but just for about 5 yards to Jalen Waddle. There was a fumble on the bad snap by Tua, but then he was able to pass it short towards his right side, and that ball will be at the Philadelphia 24-yard line. 3rd down and 8 yards to go with 11:35 left in the fourth quarter. An empty backfield. Tua again will get the snap, fires it, and it is picked off by Darius Slay Jr. Intercepted by Slay, and he gets taken down at the 17-yard line. And Tua throws a pick, and Darius Slay comes up and celebrates as he went cherry-picking after that bad throw by Tua. Intended receiver was supposed to be Jalen Waddle. And the Eagles get a turnover there in their favor. And Jalen Hurts and company will set up shop at the Philadelphia 17. Rangers escaped the jam, still 4-2. It's good. It's great. Ugh. That is good. Ugh. All right. We got an early day tomorrow, hopefully. Unless something happens in that 9th inning. Then we get to be home, and then we can be screaming and yelling all that we want. The other good thing about this, too, is that if it is earlier, I will be able to yell a little bit more, which would be nice. But yes. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe. Turn on those notification bell icons so that way you know when I upload. There was something I was going to ask you guys, and then I forgot what it was. Typical me. Slips out of my mind. Probably should just jot these things down. But didn't do it. That's all right. How many people do we have on here, man? How many people do we have on here? We got 38 people watching. We need one more like to get to 50. Thought we just got to 50. Maybe somebody hit the unlike button. Spike the like, says Larry. Yeah. I'm with you. So Tua throws a pick as it was intercepted by Darius Slay Jr. That was a really nice pick. Just right into the breadbasket. It was like he was a left fielder that just caught it open-handed with a glove. But he used his 2 hands to make the easy catch and snag it. That's just the first turnover by the Dolphins, and that's the first turnover here in the second half. 11:20 to go. Hurts with no pressure on him, but he'll have to throw it out of bounds because all the receivers were covered. That was the right thing to do. Dingle Dongle says go back to the bottom of the ocean, Dolphins. Again, no Xavier Howard and no Jalen Ramsey. Swift in the backfield with Jalen Hurts as well. 2nd and 10. He'll hand it off to Swift, and Swift gets tackled at the 22. It'll be a 3rd down, but DeAndre Swift Looked like he got about 5 yards, maybe 6. They say it was 5. Jalen Phillips and Wilkins were there to make the tackle. 3rd and 5. Eagles have all 3 of their timeouts left. We're in the 4th quarter. Eagles have 70 rushing yards. The Dolphins have 45. 3 receivers to the left and 2 to the right, along with Dallas Goedert, the tight end. Hurts will get it, and he'll throw it to A.J. Brown, and Brown just is a little bit shy of the first down marker. Brown was over towards the right side, and it should be 4th and short, and the Eagles are going to take a timeout here. It was 3rd and 5, so it will probably be 4th and 1. And with the way that the Eagles are, with where they are on the field, let's see. There's 10:01 left. Okay, so now they call their timeout. I was like, wait, where's the timeout? Now they call it. Okay. So now both teams have 2 timeouts here. They're probably going to just punt it here because they're at the Philadelphia 26, but I mean, do you risk it? I don't think you should. You're only up by a touchdown, so if you're going to have to rely on your defense somehow, some way. 82% go for it, according to Next Gen Stats, and 79% say punt, but that's a little bit bizarre. They are going to go for it. Okay, so the brotherly shove is going to come into attack here. Do they get it? It looked like that they got it. Kelsey was able to push the pile on again, and I think it worked. It did. And Nick Sirianni smiles. So they used the timeout there, and it worked, and the drive is still alive. They got 2 yards, and the ball will be spotted at the Philadelphia 28-yard line. That was gutsy. That was absolutely gutsy. Sirianni even gave the ref a nice look there. Eagles are 3 for 3 on 4th down conversions. Hurts will hand it off to Swift, who gets stuffed just at the 31. So 2nd down and 7 yards. Can't believe that they went for it on that. Even Nick Sirianni's laughing. He's like, I had to do what I had to do. 8:50 left in the 4th quarter. Both teams with 2 timeouts to go. Hurts in the gun with 3 receivers to the left. And Brown in motion. Hurts will fake the handoff. He'll try to find Brown. It deflects off of his hands, but it's incomplete. The clock stops at 8:33. Ball still at the 30-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 7 with 8:33 to go in the 4th quarter. 24-17 Eagles lead. Hurts again with an empty backfield in the gun. Gets the snap, and he'll try to find A.J. Brown, and Brown catches it. Did he get the first down? No. They're going to say he was just a little bit short. And it'll be a 4th down again here. The ball's at the 31. Eagles are going to set up. And do they get the first down again? They do. They got it. Oh, they got it. It was 4th and inches. And again, the brotherly shove comes into play. So Hurts got 2 yards there. And the drive is still alive. 8 plays, 22 yards. It's 3:11 That's how much time it has taken on this drive. Dolphins 9 penalties for 65 yards. Eagles none. None. 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the fourth quarter with 5 seconds left on the play clock. Hurts will hand it off to Swift. Swift runs up the middle, and he just gets about 1 yard. But just past the line of scrimmage. So he gets taken down right on the hash at 39. Baker and Phillips there to make the tackle. Clock still running down. Time. You just got to continue to milk the clock down if you're the Eagles here. Just chew up the clock. Checking back in on those Eagles, says Houston to Dave. 6:53 to go in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 9. Hurts will get the snap. Looks over towards his right. It's caught by A.J. Brown, but he gets stuffed all the way by Phillips. And Kohu as well. Kohu made a really good tackle. It was pretty aggressive on A.J. Brown. Brown, by the way, 14 targets, 9 receptions for 95 yards. Dallas Goedert, 5 receptions on 5 targets for 77. And Devontae Smith has caught 49 receiving yards on 4 receptions. 3rd and 4 with 6:08 left at the Philadelphia 45-yard line. There's a sneak up the middle by Hurts, but a flag is thrown on the play, or by Kenneth Gainwell, excuse me. So a penalty flag is thrown, and it'll be another one on Miami. Wilkins gets called with a defensive offside, and they're going to say it was for 5 yards. And the Eagles get a first down there. So that's the 10th flag that the Dolphins have had tonight. And that has cost them 70 yards. That was the right call, too. And Nick Sirianni's just smiling and saying, move those chains. Again, the Eagles chewing the clock down. 5:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Dolphins cannot stop them. Hurts has all day and night to throw it. He's looking deep. He fires it. And it is caught by A.J. Brown. What a catch. 42 yards for A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are in the red zone and are looking to go up by 2 possessions. That pass was right on the money, and he couldn't have thrown that any sort of better. Threw it into double coverage, and Brown was there to make the catch, and he's talking his talk. And Ginkle was just a step late on the tackle for Jalen Hurts. And Hurts just got off the throw. 1st and goal with 1 second left on the play clock. The run up the middle by Swift. He'll get about 3 yards. Maybe he'll get about 5 as he takes it all the way to the 2. So Kenneth Gainwell gets 5 yards, and the ball will be at the Miami 3-yard line. A.J. Brown, 5 straight games with 125 or more receiving yards. He has 137 and just caught a cherry bomb of a pass for 42. That pass was impeccable. Absolutely perfect. We have a timeout called here. He didn't even use the ground to make that catch. Just hauled it into double coverage. And that's going to be one of the highlight catches of the week. In the guts of the game as well. Hurts 23 for 31 in the passing game for 279 yards. 3 attempts at tush-push just to get 2 yards on this drive. 12 plays, 80 yards in 6.5 minutes. Gainwell tries to run up the middle this time, but he runs up towards the left side, and he gets into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Once again, the Eagles get on, and they have their 30th point. That took them 6.5 minutes and 13 plays to get 83 yards. Was he down? No. He literally had to spin his way out of a tackle that was headed towards the feet and just somehow, some way stayed up. I don't know how he did that. That was not as easy as it looked. Elliott coming in with the extra point. The PAT is spotted, and it's good. So with 4:46 left to go in the fourth quarter, the Dolphins will get the football back as they trail by 2 touchdowns, but the Eagles, again, coming up with the big plays. Can the defense hold up their end of the bargain? That remains to be seen. Let's go, says Ryuksen. Man, that was great. That was awesome. Kelly Green looks really nice on us. It does. It looks good. I like those Kelly Green uniforms, man. Let's go. I'm trying not to yell, man. I don't want to do that. But this is great. Rangers are up 5-2 with the bases loaded. Let's go. We got the scoreboard up right here too. Great. Let us start at 5:07. Come on, man. Send this thing to a game 7. All right, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe. And turn on those notification bell icons so that way you know when I upload. Great performance tonight against a good team. Go Eagles, says Marky. Yeah, man. It's been great. That's been a really good performance so far. Jalen's been fantastic in this second half. He really has. He's looked so sharp, so smooth. He's made the right plays. They've the schemes and everything just look so smooth in this half. They do. They're executing on those X's and O's. Everything that they dial up, I haven't really had a problem. The only thing I had a problem with the offense was when you go for it on third down and, you have a QB draw right up the middle. Like when it's 3rd and 9 on a 3rd and goal. Why? That part I don't get. Oh boy, those crab fries look so good. Boy, I could go for crab fries. 4:46 left in the fourth quarter. Elliott will kick things off. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe and turn on those notification bell icons. Eagles playing at the Link. Both teams 5-1, taking on the Dolphins on Sunday Night Football. Elliott kicks it off, goes all the way into the end zone and towards the back of the end zone, and there's a touchback. And Tua Tagovailoa has to get things moving quickly. Eagles need to get all the stops in the world that they can get. It's just going to be all about the air game on this drive, and rightfully so. So the secondary really has to step up here if the front 7 can't stop the trenches. 4:46 left to go in this game. Eagles lead at 31-17. Tua gets set up, and the offense for the Dolphins as well. 3 receivers to the right. In motion is Wilson. Tua gets the snap, and he'll fire it to Jalen Waddle, who runs a little slant route up the middle, and he gets about 8 yards. Waddle will take it all the way to the Miami 33-yard line. They got to move quickly. Dolphins only have 1 timeout left. 2nd and 2. Wonder why they only have 1 timeout left. I don't remember them calling the second timeout. Tua gets the snap again, looks with the pressure coming, and down he goes. Down he goes. Jordan Davis and Fletcher Cox were able to double team him, and it's now 3rd down for a loss of 2. So Davis and Cox were able to get a piece of the rock. And a piece of Tua as well. 3:43 left to go in this ball game. Tua again gets set up in the gun. 3rd and 4. Pressure coming again by the Eagles, and Josh Sweat with a sack there. My goodness. And now the Dolphins are obviously going to have to go for it as they take their 3rd and final timeout. Josh Sweat able to sack Tagovailoa for 6 yards. And how about those Georgia Bulldog Eagles stepping up and Josh Sweat able to make a really great play there. Yeah, William, I apologize that we're keeping the energy a little bit lower tonight. But I do appreciate that, though, man. It means a lot that you're still supporting the channel, man. So 4th and 10, and the Dolphins call their 3rd and final timeout. So this is all or nothing with 3:23 left to go. And the Eagles are just probably going to chew the clock up if they get the ball back, but they got to get the stop first. They break the huddle, the Dolphins that is. And Tua gets set up with an empty backfield. 3 receivers to the right and 2 to the left. Tua will get the snap. He's looking, and already there's a flag on the play. The Eagles actually called a second timeout. That's what it was. So they call a defensive timeout here, and the Eagles still have 1 timeout remaining. The refs stopped the play, and Sirianni called a timeout there. Grand slam. Let's go. Oh, let's go, man. Those Texas Rangers helping out JJ. We love it. All right, Eagles have 1 timeout left and the 2-minute warning as well with 3 minutes and 23 seconds to go. Josh Sweat doing a good job on the Eagles defense. 4th and 10, and the play of the game coming up. Tua will throw it, and it's incomplete. It was supposed to go to Tyreek Hill. And there you go. The Eagles will take over on downs, and Nick Sirianni is just absolutely smiling across the Eagles sideline. How about that play again by Josh Sweat? Just able to deflect it out of Tyreek Hill's hands, and the Eagles take over on downs with 3:19 left to go. Great. Last couple of clock minutes take about an hour. Well, not when you have a lot of timeouts in the world. So, that's awesome. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like and make sure that you subscribe and turn on those notification bell icons. And that way you'll know when I go live or when I upload. The name's Jason. This channel name is called Play by Play with JJ. That drive took 4 plays, and the Dolphins were not able to get any yards in less than 90 seconds. The Niners and the Vikings, they're playing tomorrow night at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Eagles looking to go 6-1, and they are 3 minutes and 19 seconds away from doing that, unless somehow a miracle happens for the Dolphins. Spike the like. Ugh, we got 40 people on here watching, man. It's pretty sick. It's pretty good. Good for the Rangers that they lead to 9-2. Now I'll get to follow the Phils and the Vikings tomorrow. Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it, man. You know, the Astros, I mean, they have one out, but we got to wait and see, man. I'm not saying it until it's officially over. I learned that rule. I did. I learned that. Yeah. There's a cool aerial shot of Citizens Bank Park, which is where the Phillies will be tomorrow night. And you zoom out, and there you see the link. There you go. 3:19 left to go in the fourth quarter. Eagles take over on downs. They have one timeout left. Dolphins have none. DeAndre Swift tries to run up the middle and now rolls over towards his left end. He still gets taken down for a loss. The Eagles are just going to milk the clock down as they are in no particular hurry. Rangers won. Let's go. Nice. We got an early day tomorrow. Great. That makes me feel very, very happy. Now the Phillies have to just hold up their end of the bargain and win. Hurts is 4 for 4 tonight on QB shove plays. It's 2nd and 13. Ball spotted at the 28-yard line. Hurts will hand it off to DeAndre Swift, and Swift is going to run all the way towards the 5. DeAndre Swift, a man of steel, gets into the red zone, and it's now 1st and goal for the Eagles. Again, another nice play, and a great run by Swift that time. As Swift now on the night has 15 rushing attempts for 62 yards. He got 22 yards there. Of course, that was his longest carry tonight. And we have just reached the 2-minute warning. It is 1st and goal here. And the Eagles, with no coach's challenges left, that was the play right there. That was literally it. So we got the 2-minute warning, and then that should be it. Literally, that should be it. Swift is Swift, and Gainwell gains well, says Markey. Yes. Ugh. 1st and 6. Love it. Good job by the Eagles tonight, man. Seriously. They played a very clean second half and have answered a lot of questions. All right. So with 3 kneels here, the Eagles will just go into victory formation. So they break the huddle, and there's the first kneel right there. Eagles will now have a 2nd and goal. And this was just an impressive win by Nick Sirianni and by the whole entire Eagles coaching staff. Eagles were able to literally they were able to dominate the time of possession. They had the ball for 35 minutes and 22 seconds, while the Dolphins had the football for 23 minutes and 17 seconds. They were able to throw 4 touchdowns, the Eagles, that is, and were able to net 101 rushing yards and 256 passing. There's another kneel there, and it should now be 3rd and goal. And now with the clock running down to 1 minute, the Eagles are 1 minute away from taking this ball game. They're soaring high tonight. Them fishes sank, says Dingle Dongle. Yes, sir. Yeah, the Rangers won. And the Eagles, as it's 3rd and goal, with 1 more kneel, that should do it. There it is. They take the knee. And that's the game. So Nick Sirianni and the Philadelphia Eagles win by a final score of 31-17 as Mike McDaniel, head coach of the Miami Dolphins, goes out there to hug Sirianni. Jalen Hurts takes off the helmet, and he gets high fives from everybody in the Eagles line. So great game by Jalen Hurts as he hugs Tua Tagovailoa. And that's going to end this game here. All right, guys, I gotta head off. I will definitely see you guys back here tomorrow, and I'm excited for this Phillies game. We're gonna be loud. We're gonna be rowdy. But we had a late one tonight, and I will see you guys there. Thanks for the play-by-play call. Hear you tomorrow, says Ian Leslie. Yep, I'll be here. So, all right. I'll catch you all in the next one, all right? See you guys tomorrow. Have yourselves a great night. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh, let's go. That was beautiful. All right. Love it, tough.